Attention, this is a matter of national security. After a meteorite crashed into the New Jersey Turnpike, the following digital audio transmission from the You Watch I Listen podcast was intercepted by NASA scientists in the year 2019. The You Watch I Listen podcast is about to start. Sit down, listen close, and try not to die. The You Watch I Listen podcast starts now.
A Home Depot in Kansas had to be evacuated for a bomb threat.
Oh, fuck yeah. Take it out. Oh, suck it nice and slow.
A couple other really funny news stories. Kenny G.
Who the fuck is Kenny G?
The fucking clarinet player.
Oh, suck it nice.
What did he do wrong?
He's being Charles Manson all weird. In the middle of it, he cuts her off and goes,
Oh, fuck yeah. Take it out.
Dude, now I see why people followed Charles Manson. He was very straightforward. He had the right idea.
Suck it.
It's time for the You Watch I Listen podcast, and always remember, don't sniff it, just do it.
Bing.
Yeah.
Bing,
Yeah.
boom.
Oh, shit. What episode of You Watch I Listen is
That's
this?
actually good. I want to say 48.
46.
Wow.
Episode 46.
I don't think that's right, but
And this is the Richy is leaving us episode, or what is it? Richy's moving, something like that. So long, Richy. Richy,
Richy left.
come here. Come to the mic and talk to us.
what's up, guys?
Hi, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, good to be back.
Richie's leaving, dude.
Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, we're playing some music that you can't hear in the background. Pull the mic closer to your face.
Okay.
Yeah, you can adjust that, or you can pull your chair in too. There's a couple ways you could go.
Let me get more comfortable.
So, Richard, this is your second time on the show.
Or
Yes, it is.
with the music is
And
Ricardo.
yeah, we have some good music playing
Oh,
for you in
yeah?
the background.
Oh,
you only
hell
hear
yeah.
it when the episode's live. So
like Spanish
we had a nice,
music?
yeah. It's actually La Cucaracha, and so we had a nice little going away thing for you last night.
Yeah, yes, we did.
Did you have a good time? Nice
Yeah,
little
I had a really good
surprise.
time. I got pretty fucked up. I won't lie.
Yeah, you got there acting like you weren't going to, and I said this isn't happening.
Nah. I kept taking shots with Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you moving, Richard?
I am moving to Columbia, South Carolina.
How excited are you?
Dude, I'm so fucking excited.
You got to get the
I can't
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably
I'm
should
ready
have gotten
to
out of here a few years ago.
Yeah, I had a few plans. I was gonna do it last
One of them was
year.
getting married, and that didn't really
Jesus
work.
Christ. Thank God.
Go right
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
jugular,
thank
bro.
God.
Weddings ruined, family reunions ruined. Your life just went to
Yeah.
shit these
Oh,
last few
yeah,
years.
right? Yeah,
But that's
hell
why
yeah,
you
a
need
lot
to
of
get
shit.
out of here.
Yeah.
I was to say, I tell you what, you like developed like a wanderlust that I wish I had, like to get up and just go somewhere like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm fucking ready for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good,
mean,
man.
you'll make new friends that probably still won't like you very
Yeah,
much.
won't like me.
You probably
Though.
still won't get laid.
I know. The landlord, she's like, you better get Tinder down there. And I was like, I know.
Dude, if within a year you don't have a girlfriend, you
Get
just
more
got to
butt
finally
cheeks
go all
slowly.
in on guys.
Yeah? No, I don't know.
No
about
sidebar
they might not accept it
conversations.
down there.
I'm sorry.
They won't accept that down there. But they're not going to
Yeah,
accept
right.
you just because of your
I know,
nationality.
I know.
What is your nationality?
I'm actually like a shitload of things, like Irish, Italian,
Okay.
Polish,
Yeah,
German,
Mexican.
but I look Mexican.
Yes. So we called you Mexican all throughout high school, Costa
Yes.
Rican, Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican elementary
and
school.
What's crazy is you have a twin sister doesn't look Hispanic
No,
at all.
hell no.
Your parents don't look. Everyone I've seen in your family
No,
doesn't
none of my
look Hispanic.
cousins and uncles.
But you, so one of two things happened here. You're just a genetic disaster, which would make sense for your lack of intelligence. Or your mom was banging Ricky Ricardo. Which is more likely?
Probably the second one.
And you're a genetic disaster. It's
Yeah,
both.
oh, hell yeah.
See all of the above.
Well, Alyssa used to say I was adopted, and just to make it seem like it wasn't real, they said we were twins.
that would make
So,
sense,
yeah,
because
that
she's
probably
smarter
makes-
than you.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's probably cooler than you.
I don't know. She doesn't have the social skills like I do.
You have social skills?
Yeah, I'm
Why
pretty
can't you
good.
get any girls then?
Because it's just weird.
It's just weird. It's weird because of their gender.
I don't know. It's hard for me to open up like that.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and hype our stuff up. I'll go first. Again, this is episode 46. You watch, I listen. So long, Richy is the name of this one.
Good.
And first off, we want to give a shout out to our guys at the hashtag Shots for Lakes podcast. If you like to relax, crack yourself a beer, use some medical marijuana, or violently abuse hard liquor, you're missing out on your new favorite podcast. From drunken stories to video games to sports, Fudge and Finn are going to blow your fucking mind hole with the hashtag Shots for Lakes podcast. Chances are you may fast forward through their most recent ads on other podcasts or streams you may enjoy, but they aren't going anywhere. May as well head to iTunes, YouTube, Google Play Music, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Stitcher to immediately subscribe and join in on the drunken fun. We promise you that if you are listening with us, it is not considered drinking alone. Visit shotsforlakespodcast.com to choose your favorite listening platform or follow them on all forms of social media. Drink with us and don't be bukyaks.
I like it. I like the
Yeah.
So,
we actually have an ad now for Lobo Sound.
We do.
Our fantastic opening promo.
We do.
So please.
Are you thinking about advertising?
Yes.
Call Lobo Sound. Do you need a website? Call Lobo Sound. Lobo Sound's world-renowned commercial production and website construction in the English, Spanish, and Polish made Lobo Sound a fixture in Chicago radio and digital advertising communities.
Amen.
But Lobo Sound isn't just limited to the Chicago area. They're out in Alaska, Atlanta, Toronto, Toledo, Hawaii. You're an asshole.
I just locked his phone while he was reading the promo.
New Jersey, New York, and Montecito. Wherever you are, Lobo Sound has your back. Lobo Sound helps you reach your target market effectively and affordably. Reach who you want to reach, when you want, on all devices and applications. For more information, call Lobo Sound at 630-244-9704.
What's that number again?
That's 630-244-9704. Visit www.lobosound.com. Mention You Watch, I Listen to get a 10% discount. Again, www.lobosound.com.
Sweet. When you were
Miss Daisy?
when you were first reading that, it said call so and so. I just kept saying, call J.G. Wentworth 877 cash now. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
Yeah. Why are they all singing opera on a bus?
Those commercials are way too catchy.
I hate it.
Yeah,
them.
I like them.
Dude, that's up there.
I like them, dude.
Yeah, I
I
like
love
them.
them.
It's like every time
I mean,
we
the
are
worst
farmers,
commercial-
The
worst commercial is still Cars for Kids.
I love
and no
that.
matter what,
It's bad that they put a rock track over
every
it now.
time the rock one
Ugh.
is the fucking worst. I hate all those kids. I've said if I had a car to donate, I would just record me destroying it and then send it to him. Be like, you motherfuckers. And
You
so
beat the shit out of it like it's rivalry week.
yeah, exactly. All right, why don't we get into our reviews from last week? Richie, you decide who goes first, Taylor or myself.
Taylor.
Okay,
Cool.
Taylor. What movie did I give you, Taylor?
So you gave me The Foot Fist Way.
Yes,
starring
Kenny-
Danny McBride.
his,
The first movie where he really got found out.
yeah, before Pineapple Express, before any of the stuff
For
he was
anything.
in. Yeah.
So outside of Danny McBride, this movie stinks.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yes.
It's mostly him though.
No, outside of Danny McBride, this movie honestly stinks. This is a movie, if I watched it in high school, I would love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like when I saw Waiting or like Forgetting Sarah Marshall in high school.
Those are still
I love
great
it.
now, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like Waiting like hasn't aged all that well. It's still pretty good because I watched it so
Okay.
long ago. But it's his wife. I immediately hate his wife.
Well,
Danny
yeah, you're
McBride's
supposed
wife.
to. You're not supposed to root for her. She's fucking jerking off her boss
No,
and fucking his mentor.
No, I'm just but like immediately from the
It's not
get
like
go.
she's like, oh, she's a nice lady.
Yeah, just give her a chance.
I forget the kid's name. Like his number two.
I love Julio. Holy shit, Julio.
Yeah, Julio's kind of funny, but the other part is that like, can I be on the demo team? And it just the guy never gets on the demo
No,
team.
dude.
The one guy beats the shit out of Maggie.
I mean, it's 100% true. If Danny McBride wasn't in it, it's a bad movie because he carries
terrible.
it. It's about him.
Well, the other thing I like because you see even in his first movie you see the depth Danny McBride brings.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he finds out his wife is like jerked off her boss at the Christmas party.
Dude, I like how it goes like all intense music and
Yeah,
shit, like it's
but-
the end of the world.
But like he's sitting
I
there.
gave my boss a hand job.
But like he's sitting there and he's like asking all these questions and it's kind of funny and it's like, you know, it's a joke and then like he just stops and he's serious for a second. He just goes, "What happened?" And like even that little line, you see the depth he has as an actor, where he turns it's a very dramatic part of in like a really silly movie.
Dude, the movie, the part I was sold on in the movie is when he's having dinner in the beginning of it with his wife's friends, and he's just, I'm so hungry, I could eat a grown man's ass.
Yeah.
It's like a nice dinner with these people he's just meeting.
There are a couple one-liners that are funny. It just I don't care. I very much this would be. if Rex Kwon got its own movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a rated R. There's one quote at the end when his wife tries taking him back. It's one of I think I texted you this once. And you were like, "That's like some of the nastiest shit anyone's ever said to me." I gotta find this quote because it fucking made me okay. It's when his wife tries taking him back, like towards the end of the movie, and he goes, "This is Fred Simmons, Danny McBride, and Foot Fist Way." Let me think about that for a second. Okay. I've thought about it, and I think my answer to that question would have to be fuck you. I don't care if you wake up in a ditch with grown men shitting on you and jumping on top of your head. Maybe your nose will turn into a big old dick and you could stroke that all the time. I hope your hair turns into dog shit one day. You wake up and you run your comb through it, and that's all it is little trundles of dog shit. The worst shit you could imagine. AIDS. It's cool. Everything comes around, sweetheart. What about
you said that to me on Facebook?
Yeah.
And people thought you were seriously pissed
yeah, that's
at me.
right. People thought we were. The other part I like is when the fat guy is coming to sign up for it, and he's like, "It seems expensive," and he just starts ripping on him. If you were in prison, you'd be raped because you exude feminine qualities. You're also a big old fat piece of ass. It's by no means is it a great movie,
no.
But it makes me laugh my ass off because Danny McBride playing a dickhead is one of the funniest things. From Eastbound and Down to Red and Pineapple Express to This Is the End, playing himself. He plays the dickhead so naturally, and when you think about it, it was like a low budget movie. There's really no budget to it. There's some parts it gets really weird and dark, but you can see the early groundwork for what Eastbound and Down was.
Oh, for sure.
It's absolutely like a spiritual prequel to Eastbound and Down entirely.
Absolutely,
It's the same director, Jody Hill, and it's Danny McBride.
But I will, like I said, this is definitely this is the least favorite movie you've given me, so it gets a 4 out of 10. It gets a 4 out of 10.
All right, so I'll go now. You gave me the album "Hit the Lights" with Summerbones. A good thing you didn't like my movie because I hated this piece of shit.
Kind of figured.
I didn't give any song higher than a 2. I think I had 4 2s on here. This is where I have, like, as much as I love the Wonder Years, I did say the pop punk stuff I'm very indifferent to because all of it kind of blends into one for me because they all have the same, every song breaks down the same way, they crescendo at the same time, the breakdowns are at the same time, and that fucking whiny voice, that was exactly what this was. Now, for its genre, if I was a big fan of this genre, I'd get it. I'd be like, all right, it's cool. But for me, this is one of the most unremarkable, generic, like plain oatmeal albums I've ever heard in my life. And again, maybe it's because I don't like that sound. That's part of it. But I didn't think it sounded very good. I think it was whoever edited this, whoever produced it, did a piss poor job because the sound quality on it. Sometimes you can't even hear the vocals. And fucking that thing that I hate when they all do the shouting chorus together. It's like 6 songs with this shit on there.
I like it. It doesn't bother me, and I totally understand why you don't.
I could tolerate it in 1 or 2 songs, but when it's every song,
I definitely will agree with you that it can become oversaturated and it loses its luster.
Yeah.
Like it's meant to like
it's a crowd interaction thing.
Correct.
Put 2 on every album, not 6.
Right? No,
like,
I
imagine
understand.
if every Queen song was.
I'm not gonna lie, like there are times like I'm just tired of hearing like "We Will Rock You" because everyone knows it.
Exactly.
You know?
So that's what I am with this. So we'll just go through the songs. The first song I hated, "Fucked Up Kids," heavy-handed lyrics, which was probably my biggest issue with this. We get it. You're fucking angsty and you're heartbroken in every song. You're also an adult. Get over it. Quit being a baby. The Real wasn't bad. It's a 2.
That's fine.
Life on the Bottom, 1. Revolutions and Executions, 1. No Filter, 2. Blasphemy, Myself and I, 1. Summerbones, 1. Keep Your Head at 2. Sitter, 2. Old Friend, 1. The biggest thing I could say about this, I still like it more than Arcade Fire, so fuck you, Ralph. I'll never listen to Arcade Fire again. I did add The Real and Keep Your Head to my own playlist, so I took something out of it.
I will say the only thing I definitely disagree with you with is Revolutions and Executions. I think is fantastic. I understand if it's not your thing. I think it's a fantastic
But this is
song.
the biggest thing I could say about it is that there's no song on the album that stood out to me. Like, even like in a poor way. And I always think with anything, the worst reaction you could have to something
is none.
Well, Arcade Fire is worse. Arcade Fire did resonate with me more because of how much I hated it. Mm-hmm. This one is just kind of like what's the most plain? Like, it's just eating cardboard. That's what
you're indifferent about it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like it, but it just kind of like it didn't pull me in at any point, and I found it to be a chore just because I was like listening to it and I kept kind of tuning out. So for that very reason alone, I had to listen to it like 15 times because I'm like, holy shit, I missed 2 songs because I was just sitting here taking a shit and like, I got my headphones on, and I'm like thinking about how much I have to wipe this shit, and that's what I'm thinking about when I'm listening to this album.
I would have to say again, like you mentioned earlier, I think the big issue is that's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah, I like when the pop punk that you can't. All the bands that have that same fucking voice, and I get that's part of it because every time a genre or a subgenre, like pop punk, comes out, there's one band that's big, and then there's 15 bands that sound like them. After Pearl Jam, how many bands tried to sound like Eddie Vedder? A million. Yeah. Still, to this day, people try doing it. So it's just one of those things. So, again, a very unremarkable album. Again, Wonder Year's great. That's the kind of pop punk I'll like because there's something different about it. His voice had like a post-grunge sound to it.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
one was just like, hey, we can almost sound like New Found Glory, but we're not nearly as good as musicians.
You're just baiting me into
No. I'm actually giving New Found Glory a credit because they're good musicians. These guys were just very average musicians. Well, it's like everyone was Meg White on their instrument.
Well,
just playing power chords.
I mean, it definitely goes to show because Hit the Lights have been around for a very long time. Like their first song was like, "You're gonna need a body bag." That was big in
Someone
the 2006.
should hit the lights on their career.
But like they are. But I totally understand how you feel.
Let's
about
do our
that.
picks for this week. So I'll go first since I just finished up. Movie I'm going to give you is one that just came out last year.
Beautiful.
A lot of critical praise. First time director. He's actually a comedian. Bo Burnham directed this. It's called 8th Grade.
I wanted to see this.
8th Grade. So it's a basic coming of age story about a girl that's she's in 8th grade. And it's a year before she goes to high school, and she's very awkward. It's a lot of commentary on how kids these days are so connected based on social media, but then they do not know how to interact in actual social settings. Being raised by a single father, going through the norms of being like an adolescent preteen right before high school, trying to figure yourself out, trying to fit into a group, never feeling comfortable in your own skin. Now, Bo Burnham's stand-up, I don't consider him a stand-up comedian personally.
It's a one-man show.
He's like a Andy Kaufman. He's like a song and dance man because there's lots of sound effects. He sings, he plays piano, he does all kinds of stuff. And he's a young guy too. I think he's only 27, Bo Burnham.
He's my
something
age,
like that. He blew up on YouTube, and now he sells out buildings. This was his first movie he's directing, and the guy has an incredible vision of what he wanted to do with directing.
True artist.
The score is great. The way he ties in music to play out what a scene is supposed to feel like. It's not manic like his comedy is. And I think this kid, Bo Burnham, is going to be a tremendously successful director down the road, just based on his first movie. This was in my top 10 movies last year. Good. I love this movie. Everyone I know that's seen it loved it. For me, coming-of-age stories generally can be very hit or miss. For example, another one that got critical praise the year before that I hated, Lady Bird. Never watch it again. 8th Grade was significantly better. Between this and mid-90s recently, as far as coming-of-age stories, 8th Grade is one of the best ones I've seen. So my pick for you this week is Bo Burnham's 8th Grade.
Awesome. I'm very excited for that.
Okay.
Now, my pick this week is actually an album that just came out on Thursday.
Okay.
I made Josh. Listen, well, I didn't make him, but I made Josh got the idea to listen to it.
Hold him at cock point.
No. I gave Josh the idea to actually listen to it. So the album I'm giving you this week is The Valley by the band Whitechapel.
The Valley. That's the name of the album?
Yeah.
And it's Whitechapel.
Whitechapel. This album is everything I was hoping for.
Well, why don't you describe the genre first?
So it's
Genre.
It's just a vocal album. There's no music.
What they truly are is a deathcore band.
Okay.
So it's very blast beats. It's very fast moving. Very very deep growls, guttural screams. It's really good stuff. But Phil Bozema, their lead singer, he's known as like the forefather of modern metalcore screaming.
Okay.
Because he invented the real lows, like the real you really growl. And you could actually understand what he says.
Okay.
So that's another part of it that I absolutely adore. And then this particular record, they mix heavy and soft all at the same time, and it blends very well. So this album is something I was not expecting from them. They've been around a long time, and I'm just super happy that they finally put out an album that I absolutely adore.
Sweet.
So my pick this week is The Valley by Whitechapel.
Cool. So this week's picks are the Valley by Whitechapel and Bo Burnham's 8th Grade.
Can't fucking wait, dude.
All right, Richie. So what are you going to do? You're a lifelong Jets season ticket holder. So
Yeah,
not
I actually
lifelong.
gave them up.
So
Yeah.
did you have to sell them to someone else?
No,
or
I
just
just
didn't
called
renew?
them and gave them up, but they actually recharged me, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, there's supposed to be a 1 year contract, and they're like, oh, it's an automatic renewal. But I was like, I called and canceled. But they're like, no, it's something stupid in their fucking system. So I got
Jets,
the money back.
so
Yeah, it's the Jets.
They run their season ticket program like they do their team. Complete shit.
Christ, man.
So how are you going to watch the games now? You're just going to have to get NFL Network.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
probably gonna get
the Sunday
NFL
ticket.
Network. Yeah, a lot of people are like, you should become a Panthers fan, and I'm like, nah.
Don't do that.
You can't
I hate Cam
convert.
Newton.
You can't. I don't mind Cam.
I hate him.
Why do you hate him? Besides
hate
racism.
I just hate how he's so cocky, and then when he loses, he's such a whiny little bitch. That's what kills me.
But you know what? Here's the thing. So people like you, the media, get on him, but when Tom Brady does the same exact thing, the media's like, Tom Brady's so competitive. I know you shit on Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady's so competitive. Same thing with Peyton Manning. But then they go with Cam Newton. Oh, he's being a diva. It's about himself. That's horseshit.
Now, see, I had the same argument, but yeah, he's right. It's a
complete double standard. Has Tom Brady ever gotten up, or like Peyton Manning got up and walked away, like Cam did after?
I'm sure Tom Brady has, because he's a fucking jerk off.
Well, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Well, Tom Brady was also the guy to get into Ray Lewis's face, like prime Ray Lewis.
That's a dangerous thing to do, because you'll probably get stabbed and you'll never find the killer.
Yeah, right. But I mean,
never find the suit he was wearing.
I just like Cam during that whole run they had to the Super Bowl, where he was like, they made it. The NFL made it a point to not celebrate, and they would just let Cam do whatever the fuck he wanted. He was also the MVP that year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which I was against them not letting people celebrate. The celebrations are fun.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, like, if you're going to enforce the rule. But Cam would just sit there and dance, and then, like, I remember, I think it was Bobby Wagner got in his face in like, a playoff game, and it was like, what the fuck?
Which I think is goofy too. Like, let the guys, as long as you're not being like T.O. running to the star in the middle, which was funny.
Yeah, but it was
supposed to be blatant disrespect with that.
Yeah.
So what do you have? What are you gonna do down in South Carolina?
I'm gonna continue work-wise.
Are you gonna go back to jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu.
Did you already find a gym down there?
Yeah, it's called Deep Waters.
Deep Waters. Who's the head coach there?
I can't remember the name.
Oh, good.
The
it's
kid I go with,
though,
like I do it with, he looked up and he's like, "Yeah, this is a good gym." So
that's cool. So,
I might go back to college. I was thinking about doing that.
That's terrible. Well, technically, as a minority, it'll be easier for you to get in.
Like, be the old guy.
You will be the old guy.
Hell yeah.
Which not going to help you any more than being the young guy with women. So that works for you.
It's fine. Be like, what? This guy's a fucking creep.
You'll be like Chris Farley at the end of Tommy Boy.
At
the beginning of Tommy Boy.
10 years.
Yeah, I mean, so
your second junior year.
When do you start the new job down there?
Technically, we don't open till May.
Okay.
They need me there April 15th.
What are you going to have to
learn
do?
Like a new computer program and everything.
Okay, but it's the same company you work with up here,
right?
It's
the same company. I'm doing the exact same thing.
So now that you're... is it like a promotion, or it's the same exact job?
It's the exact same job.
Okay. How close is your office to where you're living?
15 minutes.
Okay. How many acres of land do you own down there?
Me?
Yeah. Or is it just a piece? It's just a house?
It's just a house.
You have neighbors and shit?
Yeah, I got neighbors, yeah.
I can't wait for your first party when you...
God.
Dude, this asshole last night, he's acting like we're still in high school. He's like, yo, you want to go trash some mailboxes?
Yeah, he did say that last night.
Dude, I was like, I just want to cause destruction right now.
Like, okay, 15, 16-year-old me, yes. 30-year-old me? Dude, fuck no.
Goosey night, I still go out and fucking TP the shit out of people's houses.
Like, okay, you asking me that when we almost got arrested over the summer, and now you want to commit federal offenses? You asshole.
Yeah, dude, if I was a cop and I saw kids doing that, I would laugh.
What's
I'd be like,
sad?
all right, guys. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, you're not 30.
You're a grown man, dude.
The cops are going to get there and be like, how old are you, sir? Or how old are you, hombre?
Can I see your green card, sir?
I'm 30. Oh, well, now it's a federal offense.
He starts talking like Steve Martin in Three Amigos.
Yeah.
You scum-sucking slime.
Exactly. Like, dude, they're going to bring you back to where they pick up landscapers in the morning. Just drop you off in Bloomingdale.
See you outside of Home Depot tomorrow morning.
We used to go by, and this now is probably considered very racist. So mind you, I did this when I was like 16, 17. Me and Danny Appel used to in the morning. We'd drive through Bloomingdale where all the fucking the immigrants were to get picked up, roll down the window and scream INS out the window, watch them fucking scatter. Is that racist? It's harassment, I guess, right?
It's kind of harassment, but it's playful.
There's worse things I could do.
Yeah, you could have done worse.
Throw beans at them.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on. There's a lot worse things you could do.
They probably laughed at it later.
So, Taylor, you wanted to talk about some stuff today, didn't you?
Yeah, so Thursday, so the album I gave you came out on Thursday, along with a plethora of other albums. Now, there was
big word for a small man.
Not, according to you, I'm not that small.
I was talking about your brain.
Okay, cool. So, there were so many records that came out, but the one I wanted to focus on was this new I Prevail record.
Yes.
And it's I sent you the single Bow Down that they released
the
about
single's fire.
It was absolutely amazing. It's metalcore and it's so good, but when you listen to the rest of the record,
it stunk.
Oh my god.
Like, that song is great, the first song of the album, and the rest of it...
It sounds like they wanted to mix dubstep with screaming with pop music
with the Nine Inch Nails sound,
and it didn't end with mumble rap,
lazy, heavy-handed.
It was
the sound on it wasn't even that. After Bow Down, the rest of it was just very generic.
There was one other metal song on there that was like. It was nice, but you're right. It was very generic, but it was only. It just sounded nice because it was like 8 tracks before that were absolute garbage,
sure.
And it stinks because the 2 heavy tracks on their record, Trauma, actually.
Okay.
show I Prevail's real talent, and it's an overproduced mess.
Yeah, it's definitely overproduced. Like some of the songs sounded like they wanted to be that Taylor Swift song.
What? Blank Space.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Which, by the way, every Taylor Swift single is super catchy, even the bad ones. But that song is one of the best produced songs I've heard in like the last 15 years. Like it is someone did a Brock Lesnar version. Josh, can you pull this up quick on here? It's Brock Lesnar, Trouble.
On the video or on the sound?
I want the sound. Yeah, sound. It's,
I want the sound. I want to hear it.
It's someone, because you know when Brock Lesnar screams for such a big man, he's got a very like.
Yeah, right.
So someone mixed one of his screams with Taylor Swift's Trouble. It is so damn fun. Richie can't hear it. Haha. Give him your headphones quick so he can hear it too. Since he's.
Yeah, you're right. This song is stupid catchy.
Brock Lesnar screaming is one of my favorite things in the world.
Dude, they do that with the goats too. The screaming goats.
Someone also did that with when the last Godzilla movie came out, and the trailer at the end of it was just Godzilla screaming, and it shows Godzilla like getting ready to scream, and then it's just Brock Lesnar's scream coming out. It's, by the way, the new Godzilla trailer came out this week.
It
looks
pumped for that.
Unbelievable. What are you playing now, Josh? I just hear wrestling playing.
I just hear Michael Cole.
Okay. Dude, the Lesnar scream is truly one of my favorite things, especially for the way he looks to sound like that. Which, actually, no, it's funny you go to the scream.
Sounds like Godzilla in the Matthew Broderick
It's funny you go to this. Turn it off now. I don't need it anymore.
They're doing all movies.
So the scream. Stephen Quaz proposed something to me the other day. He texted me. He's like, "I need you to talk about this." He goes, and he said specifically this happens at Devils games, but I'm assuming it happens at all kinds of sporting events now. Everyone doing the Ric Flair woo.
Everyone, it's everywhere.
It's
okay.
Now.
I think the only time that's acceptable is at a wrestling event. At a wrestling event, you walk in the building and you hear "woo" all across. Why are they doing it at Devils games?
Devil games, they actually like the stadium plays it too. Like they play Ric Flair doing it. It's not like the crowd. They play it and then the crowd like responds.
Has Ric Flair ever shown that he's a hockey fan, let alone a Devils fan?
Think so.
I'm going to disagree with where you're trying to get at, because I think that just shows the reach that Ric Flair has.
Of course he has
and
the
it's
reach,
awesome.
but this is my issue with it. It's if he's a fan of the team, that's one thing. I get it with like when teams are doing pregame or postgame things, they go, "Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair." Like that's fine. But when the whole crowd is doing it, and half of them probably, I guarantee you, half the people doing it don't even know who Ric Flair is.
No, yeah, absolutely.
When Quaz texted me about it, when Quaz was texting me about it, he's like, "I really don't even know who Ric Flair is." So I'm like, and you're at these things where people are doing it. So why is it? I get that it's a crossover thing, and if wrestling can cross over, that's fantastic. But it happens at wrestling events. Like the second you walk in the building or waiting in line outside, everyone's doing woo and feeding off each other. It's cool. I get it.
They did it where his like hometown was once.
In Charlotte,
like Ric Flair, which is like, dude, I get it. That's his hometown. They know who he is.
By the way, so they were Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte were on ESPN on Monday. After Tuesday morning after they announced that they're officially the main event for WrestleMania. So they show Ronda Rousey and it says like UFC champion, UFC Hall of Famer. This is Becky Lynch, won Royal Rumble. This. They show Charlotte Flair and it says Ric Flair's daughter, as if she isn't one of the most decorated women's wrestlers ever. I'm like,
she's good. Man,
dude, it's unbelievable when you think about where she is athletically compared to the rest of them. There's no one close. Like I like Becky more, but Charlotte, I've said this years ago when you were still following it, Taylor. I said 3-4 years ago. There's no men and women. She's probably the most consistent performer in the WWE. She does not have bad matches.
I was gonna say, I remember when Steph first called up all the women from NXT, like Becky and Charlotte and all that, and they were originally called the Submission Sorority. And then they had to change the name.
I forgot about that.
They had to change the name because it was the name of a porno. They changed it to PCB. You remember that? Submission Sorority.
When they announced that the women were going to be the main event, Brazzers sent out a congratulations tweet. It was like, we showed you, if you have multiple women, people will come. Which that's what I love about so I'm watching all the old WrestleManias, and there's this weird thing. I was just telling you about this before the show, but like right pre-Attitude Era and like right on the back end of the Attitude Era, it's a really weird time. There is so WrestleMania 2000, which was WrestleMania 15, I want to say.
Isn't that the bad one?
It's terrible. There's only one-on-one fight. The main event was Big Show, Triple H, The Rock, and Mick Foley, and each one had a McMahon in their corner.
Yeah, okay,
there was
I
only
remember
that
that.
pay-per-view. There was only one singles match, and it was the Cat versus Terry Runnels in a cat fight. And
I think I
Val
have that on
Venus,
VHS
Val
somewhere.
Venus was the ref, and he comes
Yeah.
out first, and he's wearing a shirt where the font is supposed to look like cum, and he gets on the mic. He goes, while WrestleMania comes once a year, the Big Valboski comes every single night.
He'd be cutting a promo. And he'd
Is
just
that when
go,
Vince was,
I came,
Trish,
I saw,
Trish?
and
Next
I
year.
came again.
Yeah, dude.
What?
But like I'm watching WrestleMania 19 now, and they have Limp Bizkit there performing, and it's like
God.
after Rollin' Limp Bizkit. And or like right around Rollin', like here's the WWE's favorite band in the world,
that's
Limp
bullshit.
Bizkit performing their hit Crack Addict. And I realized because Limp Bizkit plays a few songs throughout the show, and how bad I love the first two Limp Bizkit albums.
Yeah.
$3 Billy Roll is incredible. Significant Other's pretty good, and then it gets to Chocolate Starfish, which I hate.
most ridiculous name
Well,
ever.
this is the thing I realized. Even in Rollin', which was on Chocolate Starfish, and the song Crack Addict, how many times does Fred Durst reference the song In Together now on future songs where he just goes, "Shut the fuck up"? Like, dude, you're referencing it. He references it in Rollin', in Crack Addict, probably 3 more. I remember on Chocolate Starfish, here's a song that is there just to see how many times you could say fuck in one song.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
stupid shit.
and just the other metal bands that they had playing. They had Drowning Pool playing at a WrestleMania, Saliva.
Drowning Pool at one point when the original lead singer, during
Yeah,
their
before he
bodies,
died. The first album was good. The first album was
Dr-
Drowning Pool album was great.
Drowning Pool Sinner is an amazing
Yeah.
record, and no one gives it enough credit. If that guy was still alive, Drowning Pool would be 10 times bigger than they are
But
right now.
there's just some weird, like the amount of like people complain, like why are there so many celebrities at WrestleMania? I'm like, yo, it used to be a lot worse. WrestleMania 12 main event starts. Special guest timekeeper, Home Improvements, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh my
And
God.
the announcer is Nick Turturro, who's the little Mexican guy in The Longest Yard, the one that
yeah.
couldn't play, and then Pamela Anderson and
what
Jenny
Mexican?
McCarthy, the guy that couldn't play football. He wanted to play quarterback in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that always said like I shouldn't have that.
Yeah,
body.
it's John.
The
It's John.
gay one,
John
the one that
Turturro.
sleeps-
Yeah.
He's like, I'll
John,
stop cheating my wife
with Tracy
black
Morgan.
guys.
Yeah, John Turturro.
Tracy
It's John
Morgan.
Turturro's brother. Actually, I didn't know that. But they used to do some fucking. I mean, you got to think. One of the main events of WrestleMania was Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was way better than it had any right to be because
Yeah,
that's how good Bam Bam
Bigelow
was.
Was fucking awesome, dude. The
He's
Beast
a
from the
big
East.
dude.
You kidding
Yeah,
me?
he should be in the Hall of Fame too. He's one of the great big
Yeah.
men of all time, doing moonsaws off the top. He's fucking the greatest big man of all time to me is still Vader because he changed the game entirely when it came to guys his size and what he could do. And he would. I mean, there's a match. Just pull up the video on the computer here so I can see this. Type in Vader. Eye comes out. He had a match in Japan with
I don't know if I can
with
see
Stan
that.
Hansen.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Stan Hansen was apparently like blind as a bat, like he couldn't see. Yeah, the top one. And in the match, he got hit. And Stan Hansen broke Bruno Sammartino's neck legitimately. He's one of the big tough men in wrestling history. One of the guys that really worked the first true strong style for American wrestlers, really. And
We saw him inducted into the Hall of Fame.
and we saw Vader induct him. And Vader again was one of the toughest motherfuckers ever. So he got hit with the lariat, or maybe it was just a stiff punch. And you'll see Vader. He lifts up and he takes his mask off. This is people want to tell me wrestling's fake. Look, he's already like, I got to take this off. Wait till you see his fucking eyeball. His eyeball came out, and he pushed it back in.
Dude,
Finished the match.
No,
Achilles and
it's still out. You see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Look,
he's
it's
like-
still out, and Stan's still going at him. Oh
Dude.
my God, man.
Dude, Vader used to, if you hit him...
It's a different kind of person back then. Dude.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really
I mean,
is.
well, like you said,
hell
Stan
yeah.
Hansen was one of the toughest motherfuckers ever, too. And
Every time Stan Hansen comes out, he's got that big fucking thing
Chew.
of chew coming out of his mouth.
dude.
That's the close up doesn't help. That's as bad as what was it Travis Brown with like
Yeah.
knuckle deep in
Look
what's
at
his
it.
face.
Oh man, but Vader. There's this one when Vader was facing Ken Shamrock in WWE, and Shamrock was hitting him with like legit punches, and then Vader just winds up and hits him with a clubbing forearm that dropped Shamrock. But yeah, that was a weird era in wrestling. Like it's like I said, the pre-Attitude Era, the post-Attitude Era. The thing that I discovered the most is I didn't realize how annoying Jerry the King Lawler is now. When you listen to him, he just says things over Latino heat over and over.
weird.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
And especially compared compared to how good Gorilla Monsoon was
Puppies.
and Bobby the Brain
Remember,
Heenan.
he just kept saying that shit.
King.
Look, JR, puppies.
There was
Yeah,
there was some
Annoying,
cool
dude.
TV news this
Fucking
week.
stupid. What do we got?
The TV news is apparently they're making a Starship Troopers TV series with the original cast. Is
I
what
think-
they're working
Like
on.
I
Rico?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, with Johnny
I
Rico.
love that movie.
Johnny Rico. I don't know if Denise Richards could be in it because she's on like the landlord's watching it the other day. Denise Richards is on like one of the Real Housewives shows
Is
now.
she
She's one of
really?
the cast
She's that
members.
desperate, man?
I mean, they make fucking money. You can't
they
say
make
desperate.
they make a lot of money,
stupid
dude.
Well, they
money.
make money, but
Dude, the
Yeah.
amount of money
I
people
know.
in
She still looks
TV
great
make.
for her
She hasn't
age.
done like any movies.
I haven't seen her in
Dude, the
anything
amount of
too,
money
right?
people in TV make
Well,
now
she's
is
got
absolutely
kids.
ridiculous.
In reality TV,
Oh
you
my
need to move the
God.
mic closer and like turn it towards you.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
pull
kinda
it down
like
a little
that.
bit
Pull it
because you're
down.
short. There you go.
But no, I mean,
I'd
I
be
think,
down for a Starship Troopers.
Dude,
I'm
I
I'm
love
down.
the
down.
movie,
I think
the
I
first
think
one.
people.
The movie's great.
People
You
shit
know,
on
there's
the
like
first
3
movie.
more.
There's a lot of sequels and
They're
none of them
fucking
are
horrible.
good.
Dude,
None of
people
them
shit
are
on
good.
the
horrible.
people shit on the first movie, but it's
No,
fun.
the
Well,
for
no,
what
when it
it
first
is.
came out, they shit on it. Now it's a complete cult
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
commentary
fucking
on the military, industrial military complex. It's hilarious. It's before I hated Neil Patrick Harris.
Dude, he was like
Oh, yeah,
Johnny
right,
Rico's
he's
from
young in
fucking
there.
Argentina,
Jake
technically.
Busey is in it. It's such a wild.
With the knife through the hand.
Dude, that movie is so badass. A young
Dude,
Hank Schrader from Breaking
Yeah.
Bad is in it.
Dude, I love the end of the movie when it's like they're in like the bug nest or whatever, and they
Mm-hmm.
have the little nuke, and it's like, "What are you dying on me, soldier? Trying to kill some bugs, sir."
Dude, I like the
Yeah,
guy that
cool.
leaves Johnny Rico, or the guy that Denise Richards leaves Johnny Rico for looks like a bootleg Rob Lowe.
Yeah, he really
It doesn't
does.
look,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
Rob Lowe.
Oh my God,
but
Josh.
I'm super down for that. Like,
That's
to
cool,
actually
man, I
go
like
ahead
that.
and with the original cast and hopefully the original writers. I don't know if that's the case, but that's such a big part of it because if you have some unless it's like a fan. If there's like a
Yeah.
hardcore fan, because with like Halloween, for example, being written and directed by fans, the new ones, Danny
Yeah.
McBride and his partner, you show that if there is actual like care for the
Yeah.
source material, rather than just make a remake, make a reboot. Like they're making this new Child's Play movie.
Are they really?
Yeah, but at the same time, here's the thing: they're making this new Child's Play movie where it's not a soul that is possessed, or this doll is possessed by this guy's soul. It's like AI gone bad, like a computer doll kind of thing.
Okay.
And but the problem is they just made 2 Chucky movies recently, Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, and they
I
were
haven't even seen
awesome.
them
They
yet.
were from the director of
Really?
the original
Yeah,
3.
okay.
They were, dude, they're on Netflix. I'm not kidding you. If you like the original ones, they're great.
The last one I saw was when he has a little kid.
That one sucks. Seed of
Yeah.
Chucky, Bride of Chucky was okay.
Bride of
Seed
Chucky was good.
terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
These
I
are like
hated
the
that.
old
Yeah,
ones.
Seed.
So what's crazy is these 2 movies were good. And the creator of these is also working on a Chucky series at the same time that's going to be on Sci-Fi. But the movie studios didn't want to lose the intellectual property, so let's reboot it. Aubrey Plaza's in it. They just announced today that this actually makes me a little more interested. Mark Hamill is voicing Chucky in the movie.
Really?
Which that's kind of cool because he's a great voice actor. I mean,
Yeah.
he
Dude, I love
doesn't
him
get
as the
he doesn't get
Joker.
enough credit as the
Dude.
quintessential Joker because his voice as the Joker on Batman the
Dude, his
Animated
laugh
Series
was the best.
is amazing.
Oh, dude, I love
it's
that
a soundtrack
laugh.
to my childhood
Yeah,
entirely.
right?
The Batman Animated Series to this day I could put on any time.
Yeah,
they would
it's
never
really
get
Really,
away.
his time was at this point.
It's
is
dark,
What it is.
it's
yeah.
fun.
Oh, dude, it's so dark.
It's like the stuff. I mean, they don't make shows like this
There
anymore.
was one in the one where he's fighting the Joker, and the Joker puts him in the trash can,
Yeah.
seals it, and just throws him to the
Dude,
bottom of the river.
It's fucked up, man. It was fantastic, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like you're making a series and a movie at the same time, and the
Yeah.
movie is abandoning the spirit of the. That's my problem. Like. Stay true to the tone of the original rather
Yeah,
than
hell yeah.
it's AI. Why? We've done the AI
Yeah,
stuff. We
everyone's
just
seen
Ex
it.
Machina just came out like a year and a half ago, which is all about that, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
So I don't need a horror movie about it when Chucky has its source material.
Right. I mean, yeah, just let it do its thing at that
So
point, you know.
Josh and I this week we went and saw Us, Jordan Peele's Us.
Talk to me about this, please.
So I don't want to give spoilers away because there's a lot to unpack in the movie, but I really, really liked it. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. And thinking about the themes in the movie and what the ending meant. And I'm not giving away. I don't want to give anything away, but it made me think for like days after, which is what I want from a movie.
Right.
Like I said with an album, I don't want to come away from it not feeling anything. I left this movie and it wouldn't abandon my mind. I don't know about you, Josh.
No, it was the same way
It was,
for me.
it was the same way. Peele is an unbelievable director for only having 2 movies. His editing is perfect. He has the right idea for where to put music in the right places, whether it's for the tension or to break the tension and kind of be funny. Obviously, I like Get Out a lot. Monday, tomorrow, the new Twilight Zone debuts on CBS Access, which he's a part of. I cannot wait for.
Well, I was going to say, I watched Get Out a second time.
Yeah,
even better.
It's better the second time because now you can sit back and appreciate how funny it is. So Jordan Peele, some people are very angry at him this week because. All right, so his comments were specifically that. Actually, can you pull up the comments for me, Josh, so I could read them? Because I saw a lot of backlash and outrage to this, and I can understand at its surface level, but you need to really look at what he's saying.
Yeah, if
who
you
he
read
is.
into it more, and
the headline looks terrible, and that's all people post. They post the headline, and that's the problem. So I'm going to read these quotes.
Well, I was going to say,
So this is the headline: Jordan Peele on making movies after us. I don't see myself casting a white dude as the lead. I saw that, I was like, oh.
I was like, that's pretty bad.
So let's get to the actual quote. Let's see. Okay. Let me just scroll down a little more. Keep going. Keep going. There. Yeah. You're, where is the actual?
It almost looks like a full editorial.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I mean, I don't want to say.
Do a search on white dude. Yeah, no. Josh. Do a text search.
I think that's what he did.
Dude. Yeah. Type in white dude.
White
male,
or whatever.
Yeah, white male dick. Go to the next one. Okay, so but there are other kinds of power, and Peele plans on wielding judiciously. One of his is to keep putting black faces on the screen in leading roles. The way I look at it, he explained, I get to cast black people in my movies. I feel fortunate to be in this position where I can say to Universal, I want to make a $20 million horror movie with a black family, and they say yes. It's a formula he's not interested in messing with. I don't see myself casting a white dude as the lead in my movie. Not that I don't like white dudes, he said, nodding over to his moderator pal, Roberts, but I've seen that movie. The line drew loud applause and chats of agreement. It really is one of the best, greatest pieces of this story, is feeling like we are in this time. A renaissance has happened, and prove the myths about representation in the industry are false. Okay, right there. So he's saying that the argument that black people don't get leads isn't true. Why aren't people talking about that? Because that's one of the people that are against what he's saying are saying, like, oh, well, they're just, they get movies. They're just crying about it. That's the only reason we're doing it. He's saying, like, yeah, I'm telling you that it was false. Like, if I can go to them and do this. So this is why these comments don't bother me specifically. If I just look at it on surface level, the headline.
Yeah, the headline by itself.
My favorite director of all time is Martin Scorsese. Can you tell me the movie he's had with a black guy as a lead?
Mm-mm. I can't.
Think about it. It's almost always Italians or in Gangs of New York, the Irish. And so he never came out and said it. Now, this is where the argument can take some fruition.
Okay.
If it was a white guy saying, I'm not going to cast a black guy as a lead, he'll get torn up.
Oh, yeah, that's the big thing I heard,
I'm not ignoring that.
Yeah,
that would be the
he would have been
media.
destroyed.
He would never direct a big movie again.
Never.
But here's where my problem is. If I'm writing a movie, right? I've done writing before. I'm writing based on my own experiences. I can't write in the experience of a black guy. I can't do that. I can't write in the experience. You could write in the experience of a Mexican guy.
Yeah, right.
I could write in the experience of an Italian white American. Okay. I can't. How can I possibly understand that? What does he know how to write about? His own stories. He's telling his own point of view from where he grew up. And again, there's white people in his movies.
Yes,
he's not saying I won't do white people in my movies at all. Like it's.
He even said I don't see myself. It can still happen.
I mean, the girlfriend in Get Out had a huge part. She was as much a lead as the main guy. White. Yeah, right? In Us, Elizabeth Moss and Tim Heidecker and as their friends. There's white people in his movies. He didn't come out and say this.
I don't want white people.
I saw people say, and here's the thing. Even if a white guy is saying he won't cast a black dude, I'm all of the belief people should be allowed to say whatever they want, but they have to be prepared for the repercussions.
Yeah, of course.
The free market should dictate if people want to see it. I personally don't have an issue with his comments.
I don't have an issue either, and I think again this is just another instance of outrage culture. People taking what he's saying and not delving into what he's actually saying.
Well,
they're just reading words on a paper and taking it at face value when they're not. Also, I mean, it's up for interpretation sometimes, but I think
that's
outside of the headline. If, like I said, how you just read it as is,
clickbait.
He's clearly 100%. He's clearly explaining himself.
It's to get outrage. It's about outrage culture, and what you said specifically. The people that are interpreting how they want already had an opinion on this already. They were probably mad. They're like, oh, it's a movie with a black family as the lead. It's social justice warrior stuff. They had that opinion already. So these just justified their preconceived notions. But all he's saying, again, why would he be writing about a white family?
Yeah,
that's not his thing.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
The only time he'd be doing that is if the studio said, no, this is what you have to do.
Right.
I'm putting Jude Law and Ewan McGregor in this shit. This is what you have to write and relate to. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, I think just his first movie alone wins an Academy Award. So I think whatever studio he works, I don't know if he's under contract or something, but whatever studio he goes and pitches
Universal.
Exactly, whatever he goes to, they're gonna say yes because he's already proven with one movie how good he is at telling the story.
Did you see how much money Us made its first weekend?
Not really.
It was the largest opening for a day, not a sequel horror film ever. It made like $80 million.
Dude,
rated R.
I heard a lot of good things about it.
I love how, because like Key and Peele was a kind of an okay show, but I love how Jordan Peele has kind of branched off and started this real directing on the other side of the camera because he's a very, very, very funny guy.
Obviously, he wrote a lot of those skits.
And I also love how Keegan-Michael Key, like, I love how both those guys are doing their own thing, but they're still bros.
Well, absolutely. And the thing is, they always say with acting and writing, they say the hardest thing to do in writing and acting is good comedy. Because think about it, you have to know how to make multiple demographics laugh.
Yeah.
You can always appeal to one, like the blue collar comedy douchebags that aren't funny, and shit like that. They're appealing to a demographic.
Ron White.
Ron White's great. I love Ron White.
And I have a soft spot for Bill Engvall because that was my grandfather and I loved him. That's
Do you know there's people that still don't know that Larry the Cable Guy isn't named Larry or a redneck or a southerner? And he doesn't speak like that. People still think that's
a
like
cable guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like
Jim Carrey was a cable guy.
That's a terror. The Cable Guy, I'm sorry, is not funny. Still, I still can't watch it.
You don't like that movie?
No, dude, I didn't like it when it came out. I tried.
like
There's
it.
some parts in it that are really funny, but
you guys play basketball here too? I gotta warm up.
The problem is, I got to a point with Jim Carrey where he just annoyed me in movies, where he got into the habit of like the weird Johnny Depp stuff. Like Johnny Depp used to be so good, now he only does one kind of role.
Now he's
Like,
just
you know
always
his
Captain
role.
Jack Sparrow.
Every movie's the same. You're like, oh, he's gonna be the exact
weird,
same guy.
He's brooding
Yeah.
and whimsical and shit. It's the same thing with Tim Burton, which that Dumbo movie looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That Tim Burton
Dude, you know
doesn't
that's
look
gonna
great.
bank. Though.
No.
It's Disney.
Of course it's
gonna
gonna make
bank.
money.
Young
It's gonna make
kids,
a
you
lot
got
of
our
money.
generation
Why
that
can't
wanna
Tim Burton
see
go
it.
back to being cool?
I know,
I mean,
right?
he hasn't made a good movie since Big Fish. Which you look at his early movies when it starts out was Ewan McGregor, fucking really cool, weird movie.
Yeah.
But you look at like his first movie was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, fantastic.
Yeah,
Pee-wee's
yeah,
Big
right?
Adventure. Then you're talking Beetlejuice, Batman,
Yo,
Batman
Beetlejuice
Returns,
rules.
Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, and then it gets weird.
Yo, Sleepy
Hollow is
the
good.
Planet of
I
the
love
the
Sleepy
Planet of the
Hollow.
Apes remake
Yeah.
with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my gosh.
One of the all-time bad remakes.
Yeah, that's
And
bad.
I was
That was
young when
brutal
I
to
was young and
watch.
it came out. I thought it was cool, and then I watched it like 4 years later. I said, "Oh, I was a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Like, that was a bad fucking movie.
And it wasn't Caesar was like Caesar was the bad guy in
Tim
that.
Roth played Caesar.
Yeah,
well, it
Tim-
wasn't he wasn't called Caesar in that.
But right, well, that's with the new ones.
But yeah, the whole Jordan Peele thing. If you're angry about that, like, dude,
you're very much reaching, is what
Yeah.
you're
Some
People
doing.
call
You're
him
reaching.
racist, and they're like, dude, you know he's married to a white woman.
yeah, like it's
They're like, he
and
hates
what's
white
funny.
people.
It's
He's
so
like,
funny you
dude,
say that
he's
because
married to a
there's
white
certain people, political pundits, commentators that are very right wing, and the people call them racist, and you point out how could he be racist? He has a minority wife.
Yeah.
Okay, he has a white wife. He doesn't hate white people. He's just saying his own story.
Yeah.
How can that resonate with him? He's telling it from his perspective.
I like what
And
you said. Like, he probably can't relate. Like
he
you
can't
said,
relate.
you can't
Well,
relate.
Yeah,
he
why
doesn't know.
Why are the majority of Scorsese's movies about prominent Italian American figures?
Yeah.
From
That's what he knows.
Yeah, from Raging Bull to Goodfellas to Casino. That's what he makes.
The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah.
It's the Mafia. It's something
Yeah,
that
right.
the King of Comedy, shit like that.
Casino.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just if he didn't say this, there's no one complaining. But there will. No, you know what? There will still be people.
No,
oh,
there's gonna
and
be
social
people
justice
complaining.
warriors. They're black leads, black families.
His next
Who
movie
cares?
come out, they're gonna be like,
Give me
"Fuck
a good
this
movie.
guy."
I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's white, black, blue, green. Make me a fucking Smurf movie where they're fucking getting sex changes and coming on each other. If it's a good movie, I don't care what the fucking message is.
I very much agree. As long as the story is good, I can give a shit who's cast. I could really care less.
So, want to
honestly.
talk about another story that was in the news this week that
Sure.
is a lot of debate and controversy?
Brett,
Cardi
tell
B.
Oh my god,
Cardi
dude.
B. Okay,
Here
so
we go.
Cardi B's in the news because she said that, I guess, when she was still stripping and doing whatever, that she used to drug men and then rob them. Okay. Bad. Not good. Please don't, for the love of God, the assholes that are comparing it to Bill Cosby.
No, it's not nearly on that level.
You can't, like, you're going to tell me this fucking, let's call it what it is, doing thug shit. She was doing thug shit. If you want to call me racist for using that word just because she's black, clearly you're the racist. I'm sorry. She was doing
scumbag
thug
shit.
shit. Bill
Scumbag.
Cosby is possibly the greatest serial rapist in human history.
The greatest
serial
know,
rapist.
right?
No,
I'm
but
not-
I'm not saying he's great. He was.
You just said he was great.
No, I'm saying, but if you have to classify who's the best at doing something.
All right, enough.
He's
Enough.
the
We get it.
greatest of all time
We
at
get it.
doing
We get it. We
rapes.
get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
right.
It's, I'm not
It's not
saying
even
it's a good
close.
thing. There's a lot of people. These are the greatest serial killers of all time. I don't have to
Yeah.
think they're great, but in his circle, if there's like a fraternity of rapists, he is fucking Gandhi.
Yeah, right. He's the top guy.
He's the top guy in
Gandhi.
rapes.
Yo.
So please, we cannot compare.
Fucking Gandhi.
Yeah, he's the Gandhi of rape. Like
It's like the worst example.
the Mother
could've done,
Teresa,
like, some
rather.
other, like,
okay,
huge-
sorry. The Martin Luther King Jr. of rape. Like, what do you want me to say?
Oh my god.
Like, but it's true. Like, please don't compare. Yes,
Yeah.
she is. Anyone that wants to tell me, there's so many people that think Cardi B is a role model. This should cancel all that out.
Absolutely.
Okay? But this is another. I like playing devil's advocate in these arguments. In rap, in hip hop culture, isn't a lot of it talking about drug dealing and robbing people and shooting people and
Money,
stabbing people?
sex,
So,
yeah,
and
fucking
how many of
chicks.
them live the gimmick that were coming from gangs?
Most
so,
of them.
I want to know why. I've never heard a Cardi B song that I remember. I know you said we played it. They played it at Ralph and Courtney's wedding. I didn't know it was Cardi B. I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you the
neither
song
did
off
I.
the top of my head. So I want to understand the outrage to this, but we've ignored it in rap forever. Why?
That's actually a very good. I really don't have an answer.
I honestly I don't know. And again,
Yeah,
she-
it's like a hard question to answer because I don't have an answer.
Yeah,
you know what I
because-
mean?
so again,
I don't-
Maybe
I can't
it's a
find one.
song.
These
like,
comments,
She
if
came
it-
out and said it, and everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's
art.
But in the
It's art.
song, it's still fucking
Yeah,
true.
of
It's
course
just
it's
you're
still fucking
singing
true.
it. I guess.
We know about a lot of these guys. I mean, R. Kelly was writing songs about
Jesus
with
Christ.
young girls, and it turned out to be true. So I couldn't tell you if Cardi B ever talked about it in any of her songs because I've never heard any.
It's
of them.
it's because the state of hip hop is in such a sad state right
Yeah.
now. Lyrically, it's the most garbage it's ever been.
The beats almost all
And-
sound the same.
Yeah, and like that,
it's
but
not what it used
that's
to
the
be.
worst part. The producing is on the best. It's almost the best it's ever been. But the talent behind the mic is by far the worst it's ever been. And the fact that Cardi B won a Grammy too for best rap album, just get the fuck out of here,
but,
dude.
So as far as the comments,
She's garbage.
I'm like, if people are say Cardi B should be prosecuted, if you could prove it, I agree. But
She
comparing
should be.
it to Bill Cosby,
Oh, yeah,
No,
that's
see-
such a lazy comparison. The only thing they have in common is they drugged people.
that
If
is
she
something
was like
I very.
if she was
Wait,
mutilating
no, I
them-
think they said she was like,
well, she told them that they were gonna have sex.
Yeah,
but didn't.
Yeah.
It would have been weird if she
Well,
raped him after.
Someone said like some
pegged
guy
him.
might have came out and said like, yeah, she raped me one time. And I'm
Okay,
like, all right.
maybe I don't know, but
Yeah, you don't
just the
know.
comparison and comparing it to Bill Cosby. Can you be any more creative than going with the guy that was a serial rapist for
Nah,
decades?
yeah.
A guy. And this is the other difference, and this is an absolute fact. Cardi B was doing this when she was a fucking nobody, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bill Cosby was doing this when he was one of the most powerful,
He was America's
and
dad.
influential people in the entertainment industry. Guy owned the Little Rascals,
Yeah.
Fat Albert, The Cosby Show, some of the most best-selling, successful comedy albums of all
Yeah,
time.
right, I was gonna say, he was
and
huge in
so
comedy.
there is a significant difference here from Bill Cosby, Jello Pudding Pop, telling people, "Oh, we're gonna hang out," drugging them, to Cardi B being more or less a hooker and then
Yeah.
robbing people. We've heard stories about hookers just robbing people without drugging them. So it's I'm not defending it. If people have evidence she did this, she should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, 1,000%. But can we please stop with the Bill Cosby comparison?
No,
for the
it's-
love of God.
it's not
Yeah,
nearly
no,
on the
it's
same
horrible.
level, and I know it's not fair. Granted, what she did was absolutely
Oh,
deplorable.
it's heinous. It's disgusting.
But it's two completely different things. You have to differentiate what's good and what's bad. It's the same
Entirely.
thing when people were comparing Aziz Ansari to Harvey
C-
Weinstein.
even Louis C.K.
And Louis C.K. when they're
But
two
even Louis
completely
C.K.
different.
getting compared to Harvey Weinstein.
That's what I'm
What Louis
saying.
did was horrendous.
But
Harvey
it's-
Weinstein was raping people.
Yeah,
it's
raping 'em,
it's
yeah.
it's fucking disgusting to compare the two, but you have to take them as separate situations,
Individual
and
entities.
Correct. It's an I say isolated incident because that's Cardi B, not Bill Cosby. You can't compare everything to something that's worse when it's not remotely the same thing.
Absolutely. Some more outrage stuff this week.
Cool.
Jussie Smollett.
Fuck him.
Holy shit, man.
Are you kidding me?
No, dude, you really thought he was going to do any time? Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Like, you really thought he was going to do any time? for
Yeah, I
what-
kind of did
Why
actually.
would you think anyone with money in a position of power,
Oh,
and what
is
is
doing-
what
hell
is
no, I knew who-
technically,
yeah, who's gonna get a
what
slap
is
on the
what
wrist?
what at the end of the day, the prosecutors will always say it's a victimless crime.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why. And as soon as you have money, you're out of it. If it was some random schmo fucking doing this, yes, they go to jail.
We'd be fucked.
Which absolutely. So I mean, at this point, why can't people just admit that these asshole celebrities are sovereign citizens? They don't have to follow the rule of the law generally.
Yeah, hell
It's just
yeah.
annoying,
that
dude.
you can get away
Like,
with things
You
for
had that
so
Patriots
long.
player
He
that was
went
going
out-
and caught with weed.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
he's going
He
to like
went
Costa Rica,
so
got
far-
caught with weed. They're
no
like,
time.
dude, just
he
go
went
home.
so fucking far out of his way to make a big story about this, and just come up with false
Yeah, like
claims.
I saw he got the charges dropped, and I said that's about what I expected. I
Yeah.
expected no more than
One
a
thing
fine.
that got me, he came out and said like, "Oh, I was innocent. I've been a victim," and everyone's like, "Dude, if you paid bail
Yeah, then why?
Like, there's no
I'll
way
tell
you're
you,
innocent if you're saying
the
that you're
part that
saying-
makes me laugh my ass off. His lawyers are saying that the two black guys that did this to him may have been in whiteface.
Oh my god!
Shut
Like
up.
I just picture Dave Chappelle and his white character. Oh, titty residue.
That is fucking hilarious.
Okay, so
Will you cut the malarkey?
yeah,
White man
cut the-
talking.
White man talking up here. Cut the malarkey.
Now, he
Namaste.
Namaste.
someone was saying he didn't say they were like they had Make America Great Again hats.
Yeah, MAGA hats.
Yeah,
they were
MAGA
saying
hats.
this
Someone's
is
like,
Trump
no, that
country.
wasn't true.
The guy made it all up. We know that. And by all accounts, I mean, the show is going to shit the bed if they bring him back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
already
Empire,
shitting the bed
yeah.
even before they officially cut him. Because unless you're an asshole, there are people defending him that are African American, and it's the same thing as when OJ was found not guilty. They're looking
Yeah.
this as a victory over the justice system that they believe has unfairly
corrupt.
discriminated.
Yeah, oh, hell
which
yeah.
what fucking people? Every asshole has an opinion, including us. Okay, you're wrong. O.J. Simpson butchered 2 people. This guy staged a hate crime. Okay, but to think that anyone thought that this guy was going to do any time, like, come on, he
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
going to do
Oh,
time.
no
He
way.
never was. If you're a celebrity, you have a different set of rules. And the problem, this is the other part of the problem, why this outrage has gasoline poured on the fire, is because the media on both sides, the left propped it up as if it was a hate crime, correct? CNN,
Yes.
MSNBC.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
They were like, oh my God, this is so bad. Look what Trump's doing in our country. But then the right, who says no one cares about what celebrities have to say, but half of their articles, Breitbart, Fox News, The Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro, are about celebrities and their
yeah.
comments.
Yep.
So you are just you're making the celebrities more relevant. If you ignore them, people don't care. Why the fuck do I care what some millionaire, multimillionaire, almost billionaire has to say politically?
Yeah.
They don't understand
It's
what
like
we
Chris
go
Evans
through.
not being
Yeah,
friends with Tom Brady because he's a Trump
He
supporter.
should
I'm
not
like,
be
dude,
friends
I
with
don't
Tom
give a
Brady because
fucking
he's Tom
shit.
Brady. I don't care what
Yeah.
anyone's political opinion is on anything.
Yeah, I don't give
People
a
that say
fuck.
they won't watch things because they're a Trump supporter, or they won't watch things because they're not a Trump supporter, or they don't like Trump. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You pay to see them not play themselves. You're not paying to see Robert De Niro play Robert De Niro. You're
No.
paying to see Robert De Niro play Travis Bickle.
Yeah,
like
right.
it's. I don't care unless they're actually committing crimes, like they're doing things. Anyone that's
Like Bill
been
Cosby shit.
yeah,
Like,
but I also go the way where I don't think there's anything wrong with watching or listening to something someone made that happened before all the stuff came out.
Right.
Like, I'm still going to watch the old Tarantino movies that were all produced by Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm still going to listen to Thriller and enjoy it. I'm sorry. It's not a... Why? Okay, here's my question. When you listen to a song, is it about what the song makes you feel or the person that recorded
I'm
it?
not disagreeing with
The
you.
song.
It's
I'm
about
not-
how the song made you feel.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really not
The song is
disagreeing
mine.
with you, and I totally
Yeah.
understand. Believe me, I get it. It's just I was gonna bring it up next, but yeah, I can't.
Okay, do you think Michael Jackson, when he was recording Billie Jean, was fucking finger banging a 6-year-old or something?
Could've
Like,
been.
no, that's a tough song to sing while you're fucking finger popping. Anyone.
Again, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there,
I mean,
but I'm just
it's
saying, like it's
obviously
one of those things.
it's obviously well within your right to say you don't want to listen to someone that did that. That's fine. But the reason you like a song is because it made you feel something. And in this case, with Michael
Like-
Jackson, in your formative years, correct?
Yeah, like
The
it's
song
hard
is
for
yours
me.
then.
One of my all-time
Yeah.
favorite songs is "Man in the Mirror." It's hard for me to listen to now. Honestly,
It doesn't bother me. It does. Look, I'm not.
Bothers
I'm
me.
not.
I will never stop listening to R. Kelly.
I
won't.
Yeah. No.
well, listen, like I said, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said it best. You know, he peed on a 13-year-old girl. He also wrote "I Believe I Can Fly." You
Yeah,
know what I
like-
mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, right.
but like, I don't.
good
I
song.
think
Or I'm
the
the world's
reason you like
greatest.
some, I'll still listen to Bill Cosby's old stand-up, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
funny.
it's fucking
There's
hilarious.
I'll still listen to Louis C.K. and laugh.
I'll
It's-
still watch the
listen,
Little
no,
Rascals.
listen,
I don't give a
this,
shit that he owned them.
This goes into the argument where I'm not going to tell someone what they can and cannot do or their opinion on something.
Sure.
Like,
Then you better stop watching all the Tarantino movies then.
No,
Then you can't have a double standard with
no,
it.
it's the same. I'm agreeing with you. I was what I'm saying. It's just. I don't know. It's something that's different. I don't know. It's hard for me to really get into because it's like I love Michael so much. I really do. He's an
You
amazing.
love his music. You don't love Michael so much.
Well, I say it like I love his music.
Yeah.
He really is.
He's one of the kids.
He's the king of pop. He's the best.
That's why I don't like him anymore. I wasn't one of the kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you piece of shit.
But man, it's just
I wanted to
after
go to
watching that
Wonderland.
2-part documentary, dude,
Neverland.
Or
now,
Neverland, what the fuck it
I
is.
brought it up to Bob last night, and Bob kind of said the same thing. And again, it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of gray area here. The same two people that they interviewed for the Finding Neverland documentary were the same people that defended him in court. during
so they
all
either
that-
they lied
either-
at some point. And
Yes.
I'm also not in the game of saying potential victims are lying. until there's actual evidence that they are.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that's I didn't watch the Leaving Neverland thing because it most likely confirmed things all of us probably knew. Just
Yeah,
like the
he was
R. Kelly
touching
thing.
little kids,
So
yeah.
why the sudden outrage where people are shocked about this?
But-
this has been a thing for 25, 30 years.
I'm not
right?
shocked.
Holy
I'm not
shit.
shocked that it's true for the most part. I'm shocked at what explicit detail they went into. Like
I'm sure
it's
they
hard.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
dude. That's
yeah,
why I didn't watch it.
I really don't blame you.
We were
either.
talking about last night that Netflix documentary everyone's talking about, the Abducted in Plain
yeah,
Sight.
yeah,
And I
that's-
watched 30 minutes of it, and then I find out that the parents of the kids that were getting abducted and molested and raped were in on it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't do this.
Nah,
like,
that's- yeah,
it
that's
makes
too
me
much.
too angry. Like, there's certain, like, I will joke about anything. I just joked about kid touching shit.
Yeah.
But there are very few things that bother me more, from pedophilia to beating up women to abusing animals. Those are like my no-nos. And
Yeah.
sexual assault. Those are my no-nos. Sexual assault, beating up women, animals, kids. You don't fuck with them. You can make jokes about anything, though. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's
No,
funny.
no, you're
It's
right,
funny.
Dude,
I
Yeah.
completely
it's,
agree.
it will be funny. But as far as the music, I think when you like a song, you like a movie, you like a show, it becomes yours. You like it for your specific reasons.
Right.
There's movies that I like, that we both like, but I love them for specific reasons, and you may just like it because it resonates with me differently. And that means those feelings are mine. When
Yeah,
I
hell
hear
yeah.
when I hear Billie Jean, I think about being 2-3 years old, having a fucking pecker. No, I'm kidding. But I think about being like 2-3 years old. The first music that stuck with me, it wasn't just because the CD was stuck to my back. The music stuck with me.
Yeah.
It's mine. It's mine for that reason. Wow.
You know what my big problem is with stuff like leaving Neverland.
Sure.
So you have these people that come in, and the big notion of the justice system in America is
Right.
innocent until proven guilty.
Sure.
So you
That's
have
what
these
we-
people
yeah.
that come in that have previously said one thing, and now they come out and they're saying another, and they're doing it a full 10 years after the man is dead.
And they were at his
gone,
services
and
praising him.
not able to defend himself. So the fact that we're just saying, okay, well, Michael's not here to say anything about
Yeah.
it. We're just going to
Yeah.
go with these guys are telling the truth. Because
Yeah.
of the victims, we always have to blame the victims, and that's the hardest part of anything that has to do with sexual assault is that you never want to say the victim is lying, but again, it is innocent until proven guilty. So how
Absolutely.
do we condemn Michael and say he definitely did this? And it's easy to say he definitely did this because for 30 years. This has been a
cloud
thing.
over him, his name in
Yeah,
general.
oh, yeah.
It's become a punchline. Like, it got to a point where when you heard Michael Jackson before Leaving Neverland, you didn't go right to Thriller. You went to he fucked the kid.
Yeah, he
like
does, yeah.
you'll think about Macaulay Culkin, Corey Feldman.
Oh my God.
And there's a number of things that go on here.
I was just saying, and Macaulay Culkin was one of the biggest people that defended him in court.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin, Corey Feldman, a
Yeah,
whole bunch
right
of them. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Again, I don't think, and Joshua, you're ringing. There's a number of things here. I just I don't know. It's a weird thing to go
dude, I'm
over.
gonna
No,
still
like
listen
I
to
said,
the
I
song.
definitely
Yeah, I'm
agree.
still-
Dude, I love his Free Willy song.
Oh my God, the
fucking
Free
love
Willy
that
song.
song.
I haven't watched Free Willy since I was probably 8 years old. I saw that shit in the
Willy.
theater when it
Jesus
was Magic
Christ.
Cinema in town, not Abbey Cinema. Remember when it was Magic Cinema?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Where the whale jumped over the fucking rocks and
Oh
standing
my,
there.
that was like an iconic movie at the time.
It was,
too.
yeah, dude.
And
It was in
I
Seattle,
I
too,
don't
or
remember
close to it.
anything about it at all.
Oh, man,
So we talked about last night, Richie. So this summer you're going to come back home to go see Slipknot.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I can't
absolutely.
wait.
I feel like
But
that's
I think
that's
that-
like a tradition for
Yeah,
us, dude.
we
Next
gotta do
summer, we should all take a trip out to Denver and go to Red Rocks for a concert.
Yes, I'm
Red
totally
Rocks
down for that.
Amphitheater. I would love
I'd
that.
love to.
Like, get off the plane, just go buy some edibles, and be
Yeah,
fucked up the
hell
whole
yeah.
time.
Oh my God.
Like, that's what I'm down for.
Dude, I had
Like,
cookies out there and they fucked
I know you were texting me like I drove to the top of the mountains and I realized I got to drive down this.
Dude, I was bugging
Dude,
the fuck out.
listen, I'm trying to go to Denver because I just want to see a Bronco game for the most part, and I really want to hike the Rocky Mountains.
I just want to go to Red Rocks for a concert, man.
When
I
I
would
went
love to go
like
to Red Rock.
walked around, I couldn't see a concert, but like, dude, everyone was telling me like you have to come there. Like, doesn't matter if it's like the gayest band or anything. They're like,
Just go
you
see
have
it
to-
there.
They're like, if Justin Bieber's here, they're like, go see it. It's
You would
gonna
be down for
insane.
that.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
hell
I was
yeah.
gonna say, I mean, like I
Hell
watch
yeah,
a lot.
fuck yeah.
I watch a lot of concerts on YouTube, and the two that like were the most fun it looked like, honestly, was Mumford & Son at Red Rock, and then Zach Brown Band at Red Rock.
I'd rather see Justin
Yeah,
Bieber.
Zach Brown,
I'd rather
everyone
see
says.
Justin Bieber than Mumford and Sons, and probably Zach Brown rather than Mumford and Sons too.
I like Mumford & Sons. Their first album I like a lot, but
It's just-
everything after that is
They
kind of
I'll tell you, I like their sound, but then
Yeah.
they're just the pretentious hipster shit just does nothing for me.
I don't-
No,
My sister wants to see
I
Pink
totally
there.
understand.
Who?
My sister wants to see Pink, and I was like, I'd probably
Oh,
go
I would.
see.
I was just. Dude, it's so
was
funny
like,
you say
Pink's
that.
got some good songs,
I was just talking
man.
with the landlord about this last night. I was like, I'd probably go see Pink because not even just her songs, her shows are crazy.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
does some like
yeah.
Cirque du Soleil shit. Like there are certain pop artists I would go see him. I'd go see Lady Gaga.
Oh,
I'd
hell
go see
yeah,
Pink. I'd probably see
yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
yeah,
the
there's some
songs
songs
are
you'd
catchy
probably be like,
enough.
oh, shit.
The songs are fucking catchy
Oh,
enough. Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
I
there-
would love to do that.
I'd go see Lou Bega.
Yeah.
No. No.
Why not?
No, why?
Like you're telling me,
Don't
okay,
hate
so,
it till you
so let's
try
say
it.
there's a concert where it's all one-hit wonders from the 90s to 2000s, and they each play like 2 songs. I would
Yeah.
go to that in a fucking heartbeat.
Dude, I just went to a party.
LFO.
yeah, right.
I went to a party yesterday. It was like 90.
I was there.
90 themes. No,
2
somewhere else
days
before
ago.
that. They were
Oh.
playing all 90s music.
dude.
I was having a blast. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, Blues Traveler, Sister Hazel. There's a million. Ricky Martin, Enrique
Oh my
Iglesias.
I figured
You're
out.
telling me you wouldn't go to that concert?
I would absolutely go to
I
Blue
would go
Traveler.
to it.
I'm saying just this concert. Picture. I'm gonna make a concert.
Well,
okay.
well, I
it's gonna
think-
be called the wonders of the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
And it's just gonna be guys that had like one-hit wonders from that
Wonders,
time.
yeah.
We're
Yeah,
talking Lit doing My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah.
Okay. Smash Mouth is not a one-hit wonder, but I just want to hear All Star and their cover of I'm a
Yeah,
Believer.
right.
You gotta get Everclear there and play Santa Monica.
Everclear. You got that and Father of Mine. We'll
Father
give them
of
those
Mine,
two.
Yeah,
AM radio.
You got
I love
Bare
Everclear.
Naked Ladies doing 1 week.
Long week.
There's a ton you could
Chumba
go with here.
Wumba?
Chumbawamba.
Tub thumping, dude.
Dude, you could get then. Think about that. Tell me people wouldn't
I
pay out
love
the
it.
ass for that
Oh,
concert.
dude, I would pay
Like
for that.
say every band gets 3 or 4 songs. Okay.
Or
Think about
I
the
would
ones-
pay. I would pay for what's that song? The Closing Time, whatever that band
Close
is.
it, Semisonic.
Semisonic.
Se-
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's a million that you could go with. Like I really think about some of these bands back then.
Oh, yeah.
Just the one-hit wonders. Like I said, LFO playing Summer Girls.
Well, I guess. Oh my God. Really?
What's
Eiffel
you-
65
You plus
on
me.
Blue?
You,
Abba-dee-ba-doo-da.
you plus me equals us.
Holy shit.
Oh wow, dude! Come
Dude,
on.
that'd be a good one. And
Yo.
no,
Oh my God.
and there's a ton you could go with.
I mean,
here.
you would even.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
dude, I would go to pay to see that.
Dude, like most normal people would put Third Eye Blind on there, but after listening to their first record,
they're not
it's
one-hit
a tie.
wonders.
They're
Man.
not.
They've been around
Cool.
long enough
Yeah.
now where you can't consider them one-hit wonders.
No, it's just because Semi-Charmed Life is such a big song.
Yeah,
still for them.
there's still a shit ton. They had multiple hits. Jumper was a big song. Boo, Josh.
Boo,
Josh the
Josh
Engineer
sucks.
stinks. So yeah, I think I need to propose that concert just to.
Dude, I would go
figure
see
it
that.
out.
Dude, I don't
not-
care if I had to sit in the last row and it was like $2,000.
Dude, just singing these songs that we've all known since we
Yeah.
were kids. Like it'd be called now. That's
That's
what I
like,
call the
that'd
90s
be the cool
and 2000s.
thing. Like everyone in the
Volume 1.
crowd be singing along.
Hell yeah! Did you guys hear the Nick Cage news this week? Nicolas Cage. So apparently he got married on Monday last week.
Okay.
Annulment 4 days later.
Oh yeah, I
It's,
saw
apparently
something,
this is
but I
also
didn't
his
click
third
it.
or fourth marriage
Dude,
as well.
I don't know why
Boy,
you said Nick Cage, and I was immediately thinking Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. I don't
because
know
you're
why.
an asshole.
And I was like, those are $400 sunglasses, asshole.
So Nick Cage got married and annulled 4 days later, and then the interview with him, he goes, "Yeah, we were in Vegas and we were really drunk." Like, yo, you're Nicolas Cage. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, she could probably take half his money.
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially if he didn't have his fucking
Especially-
prenup.
I was gonna say
yeah,
if it's a drive-through wedding thing, then you can
like Triple H and Stephanie.
Oh yeah, she's passed out.
Like Nick Cage.
How bad is that now? Like
Well,
today,
yeah.
if they put that on TV.
It's still not as bad as a necrophilia angle with Katie Vick. But I mean, with Nick Cage, he has one of the most interesting film careers ever because you got to think. He's a joke now, right? Everyone says Nick Cage and you think he's a joke. Guy's an Oscar winner. He
Yeah.
won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas, an incredible movie, incredible performance. And the next movie he does is Con Air.
Yeah.
put down the
I
bunny.
said, put down the bunny.
Was he in like something like Deja Vu or what was?
Dude,
No.
dude,
or
he's
what
in
was that
10
with
movies
Jessica
a year.
Biel in it?
I
It's a
don't
good
do.
movie.
He's in
What?
10 movies
There's
a
one
year.
like where he can kind of like see in the future a little bit.
I think that was Denzel. Deja
No,
Vu.
no. Deja Vu was Denzel.
Denzel,
No,
but
are you
there's
talking
another-
about? Are you talking about like not The Happening, but it's like it's the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
No, that's Knowing.
Pretty
Knowing
much
was
like
dope.
That was
he
pretty
can
cool.
kinda,
Knowing
like,
was dope.
see like into the future.
That was Knowing, where it's
That
like a
was
plane
Knowing.
crash and
I
at the
think
end of the
so.
world. It wasn't. It
Well,
wasn't just
yeah.
Biel. It was the Seth Rogen's wife from Neighbors was
Yeah,
in it.
I forget her name.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
maybe it
where
was her.
Bridesmaids.
his son has hearing aids and he can like hear the people whispering to him.
Yeah.
No, he's single and everything in there.
All right,
Oh, well,
well,
he's-
I don't know
Something
what the fuck
he
you're
can
talking
see,
about,
Knowing-
Richie. All right.
He can see an hour into the future,
Oh,
and then like
dude, that
there's
sounds like a
terrorists
Nicolas
about
Cage,
to
like-
blow up like the city, and
But
This
it
is
sounds like
episode
Knowing.
24.
Because so in Knowing, in
So
the
maybe
movie,
it was that.
in the
I don't
movie
know.
Knowing with Nicolas Cage, the beginning of the movie is like in the 50s, and the kids in school are doing like a time capsule thing, and this one girl is just writing out numbers, and all these years later they unlock it, and his son gets the numbers right, and it turns out he figures out that they're coordinates, like
numbers
longitude,
make
longitude, the date, and how many people die. And he's going through it, and 9/11's on there, Oklahoma City bombing, and then eventually there's one that's like a train derailment in New York City, like a subway derailment.
It's almost like a
plane
Nostradamus
crash.
type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I actually, that movie, the plane crash sequence in that movie gave me crazy anxiety.
I mean, does he like wait? Like in this movie, like he has a vision and then he wakes up.
No,
and
this
it's
is
at the
different.
beginning again,
But it sounds
so.
like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage does like 10 movies a year and 2 end up being
Ghost
good.
Rider
You know what I
was
liked?
horrible, man.
You'll have Ghost Rider. Who beefed? It smells like fucking ass.
It's probably me.
It's probably Taylor doesn't even realize he's farting. Just shit smells
just coming out.
Probably me, dude.
Just like
no, but I tell you right
his
now,
ass
like
is so
the
loose.
other movie I love Nicolas Cage in, but mostly because of Sean Connery, is The Rock.
The Rock is good.
And Ed Harris. is
National
great in it.
Treasure one is
National
great.
Treasure.
Two is
one
okay.
is
Two
fun.
isn't bad, but the first one's great.
No, the first
National
one was
Treasure.
like,
I was kind of like, that'd be cool.
I
to,
had
like,
no interest in
it's one of the
seeing
only-
it because I
do
was
that.
done with Nick
dude,
Cage.
it's one of the only movies Sean Bean doesn't die.
Yeah, true. He just
Yeah,
gets
right.
arrested.
He just gets arrested at the end. Yeah.
Sean
He
Bean
doesn't
dies.
die
Never
in,
Spoiler alert, he gets
the Adam
arrested.
Sandler movie, like the video game one.
Oh,
You saw that? Pixels?
Yeah.
Pixels?
Yeah, Pixels.
Why did
Not
you
in the
see
movie
that?
theaters? Like on, it was
Why?
on TV.
with
Why?
like Kevin James and shit.
Fucking bored.
How was it?
It was just cool seeing like old video games. But other
Yeah,
than
the
that,
nostalgia factor was
Yeah.
cool. But like, I'm trying to think like
nostalgia factor.
recent good Nick Cage movies. It's you're
can't
hard
think of
pressed, man.
anything.
You know what?
Like
Hold on, I gotta
there,
fucking-
there's some that I just can't stand. I see it. There's some that I like when he commits so much to overacting. The remake of The Wicker Man that he was
Not
in.
the Bees!
Not the Bees.
Was
Is-
he an author?
What?
Author.
Arthur?
Yeah.
Like the remake with Russell Brand?
I think.
No,
No.
no. You're talking about Season of the Witch with Ron Perlman. That movie was fucking.
That's absolutely
awful.
nothing. You bought it, jerk off.
I did. It was bad.
yeah, you
This
s-
is fucking
I-
hard. You gotta
I
watch
gave it to
bad
Greg.
movies every once in a while.
You do have to watch bad movies. I don't know. I'm trying
The
to
other
see.
thing, we're about to do a stunt in just a little bit.
Yeah, we are.
There's one more thing I wanted to talk about before we did this. I told Richie for his going away, I'll do something, some kind of stunt, and we agreed that he is going to wax me. I said I'm fine with that. The only things I won't do are dick, balls, taint, butthole, nipples, armpits is what I said.
Yeah,
Armpits. Well,
Yeah. So my for those of you
you
for
should
those
do
of you
what
who don't.
Steve-O did and take. And
No,
take your
I'm not
eyebrows
doing. I'm
off.
not doing anything that's fucking up my face, dude.
Take-
no,
take
fuck
your
yeah.
eyebrows
Why
off.
don't you do it?
Yeah, you
Why
do
you
the
Why
take
don't
same.
you
your
give a
eyebrows
little
off?
fucking unibrow connected? Why don't we
It's
do
not
just
even
the
remotely
middle?
true. I just shaved it 2
Why,
days ago.
then why
What are
can't we
you
just
talking
wax it a little?
about? No, I'm not.
Oh,
doing
exactly.
Because you're the
Just a
one.
little,
You're the
man.
one who's getting waxed.
Yeah,
It was
whatever.
your idea.
So I am a disgustingly hairy person. I'm Italian. Like I just have hair coming out of weird places.
You have
Sometimes
hair coming out of your
sometimes-
ass.
Sometimes, like on my arm, there's one hair that's like 4 inches long, but my back especially is hairy. So I'm telling you guys right now, if I feel like I'm a little bitch about it, I'm just gonna stop. I will absolutely stop, and then we'll wax Richie.
There's no stopping.
No, Richie,
you're
I'm
not
telling you, I
stopping.
will stop. No,
No, you're
I don't
not
give a fuck.
stopping.
I will stop.
No.
You haven't done a stunt on this show yet, so I don't want to hear shit from you.
No, you can't. That's not true. You have to fucking do it. You
I said I'm
you're
going to
gonna
do it, but if I'm in excruciating pain, I will
You're
absolutely
not going to
say
be in
I'm a little
excruciating pain.
No, probably
You're not
not.
going to be.
If you do it, I'll do my nipple.
All right, so okay, boom. Well, I'm doing it, but I'm going to tell you when I'm done. Like, if eventually I'm just like sitting here sweating, the worst stunt I've done
Okay.
to this day was the Death Nut Challenge.
Okay,
and we
so-
almost had to call an ambulance for Ralph after that.
So minimum of 3, and then after that, you got to
Deal.
make a judgment
Okay,
call.
fine. I'm fine with 3.
Minimum
That's
of
fine.
I'm not
3.
gonna lie. I
Because,
bought
like,
like
'cause you
the
can't just do
cheapest
one
one.
and-
Oh,
I went
good.
to go
Keep
buy.
up the cheapest
I was
one,
looking.
so
I'm
it's gonna
like,
tear out
I'm like,
15
oh,
hairs and
I'm
it
like,
just
this
leave
is
blood.
fucking Dan. I'm buying the cheap. I told him
It's gonna
yesterday.
take
I went to
skin
look up
off.
how to do it, and I'm like,
it'll
you know
be
what?
fine.
Fuck it, it's Dan. I'm just winging it. Like I have no way
So
how to
read
wax.
the directions on how this has to be heated up and shit. Or,
Okay.
wait, you know how?
No, it's pretty simple.
Okay, then tell us.
It has a fucking thing on the front that says heat wax.
Oh, it plugs in. Okay, I thought because sometimes you have to microwave
There's
this shit.
7 instructions on it.
Okay, so we're gonna pause quick. I need to take a piss. We're gonna come back and do this.
Longest
And
piss I ever took.
I can't wait to see if I'm bleeding through my white guinea tea.
You'll be fine.
All right, pause. We'll be back in a second.
Josh, you're gonna have to stand now.
All right, so we're setting up our waxing. We need about 15 minutes, so we can fit in some filler here. One nice thing about this week, we didn't do we had a better week then because I honestly couldn't think of any right off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
same.
Edson Barbosa got knocked the fuck out last night.
Let's
Oh my
go.
God.
I won that bet,
Yeah,
dude.
It
Fuck
was-
yeah.
So the thing with Edson Barbosa, he's a fantastic kickboxer, but historically he always struggles with guys that can throw hands, that can like box a little bit and have specific punching ability. He's always struggled with those guys. I'll never forget Jamie Varner knocking him out. Jamie Varner was not this world-class kickboxer. He just was a decent boxer. So we definitely had a better week than Edson Barbosa. But baseball's back. Very excited.
Yes.
Baseball's back.
Stoked on it, dude.
I'm literally watching, like, every night. I'm playing MLB The Show while I'm watching MLB Network,
Yep.
and they do all different regional games. Mets off to a nice start. They'll probably lose today when this airs later, and people will be like, they lost today, stupid.
Yeah, right.
And but one of the bad things about baseball season being back, and I'm a baseball purist. I love watching anything. I like listening to it on the radio. Is the return of one John Sterling?
His home run call for Greg Bird annoyed the shit
What
out of
was
me.
it?
Actually, it was Luke Voigt.
Oh,
Luke Voigt hits one to Detroit. Shut up, John.
Dude,
what the
some
fuck
of
does
them-
that mean?
And then you got
The
fucking
Stanton one.
you got
no
that.
soy puedo.
You got fucking
Fuck you talking about?
one-breasted mushmouth Susan Waldman. Well, John, I gotta tell you, Giancarlo really hit that one out of the park.
Dude, what did
Roger Clemens and George Steinbrenner's box. Fucking
Greg
Susan.
Bird? Bye, Birdie.
Here's the thing with fucking Sterling. He
dude.
calls a good game
He does.
until the home run call. I'm like, but then he's getting so senile to the point where he'll be like, it's like, and Aaron Judge comes to bat. Well, Susan, Judge is in a recent slump. He's 3 for his last 22, and here's the 3-0 pitch. Doesn't tell you what's going on. And then he gets so excited about his home run calls. There it goes. It is high. It is far. It hooks foul. The other one. It is high. It is far. It is caught at the warning track.
Oh my god,
He's
so
such
anticlimactic.
He's that's the thing that sucks, because the Yankee games, in John Sterling's case, he generally calls a really good game until he makes it about himself, which is all those home run calls are me. And then you have the Yankees TV broadcast, which is Michael Kay, and then you have John Singleton and Cone, and they're great. I love those two. But fucking Michael Kay, he's like, when 10 years ago when he first came up, I spent a little bit of time with him. Did ya? Is everything about Michael Kay?
Yeah,
he just
I
makes
hate
it
guys
about
like
He's
that.
so full of himself for looking like a fucking pumpkin. He's a jerk off,
does
dude.
look like a pumpkin.
And the see ya.
Yeah, I hate that.
And it's just it's
can
a
I just
shame.
say, for as long as I've been watching baseball, that the Yankees win
worst,
is
the worst.
fucking annoying, dude.
Yes, it
I
is.
fucking
it's
hate
not.
it. No, listen, and I'm not just saying that because I can't stand the call. And I like the Yankees, but like the put it in the books is such a better like closing line to the end of the game.
Yankees win.
It's annoying.
Yeah, they fucking do.
Yeah, dude.
Not against
It's still the
Baltimore,
worst
dude.
one ever was.
Second
All
game
right,
of the
dude.
season. It's the second game of the season.
But it's the
Go
Orioles.
fuck yourself.
Dude,
No,
that
it doesn't
Orioles
matter.
lineup.
I know it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The owners should be forced to sell a team for
Really?
trotting out that as a major league lineup.
That's bad.
It's heinous.
I had to listen. So the over-unders for the season, I think the Orioles were at 57. I took the under.
I would take the under on that
I took
entirely.
the under. That's a 120 loss season they're
Dude,
projecting.
But like Sterling,
that's bad.
Like, what are the worst Sterling home run calls?
Oh, there's been some bad ones.
the Giancarlo
it is
one.
hot.
one
It
is
is
bad.
fun. Nick Swisher with the 2-run home run. Oh, Swishalicious.
That's pretty. That was.
So-
That was. Bad.
You're on the mark, Teixeira.
He sends a text message
Oh,
to
dude.
the upper left field
There's
bleachers.
El Capitan.
What-
Georgie juiced one.
one that-
What do you know? It's Robbie
Dude,
Cano.
when he hit a home run in his first at bat, and I saw all these Mets
Starlin?
fans going, "Robbie Cano, don't you know?" I said, "Shut the fuck up. That's
Yo.
not yours." First of all, I will respect that. That's Sterling's. Why do we need to take the fucking things from the Yankees?
Dude.
When they were calling Granderson the Grand, the
Grandy Man
the Grandy
can.
Man can.
Or dude, what was it?
The Grandy Man
Starlin
can.
Castro. Starlin is Darwin. Fuck you, John.
What was the Luke Voigt one the other day that was horrendous?
No, Luke Voigt hit one to Detroit.
No, there was another one too. Luke fills the void. I was
my
dude,
God.
And then
So many
fucking-
douche chills,
And Waldman, when I came up with the Yankees, and I got cancer,
the
and Joe
season-
Torre was there for me.
The season that Raul Ibanez was on the team, his home run call was, "Raul, you're so cool."
Can you? Are you close?
that
I was
is
gonna say I want to
terrible.
look up the best Sterling home run calls.
And I will say, like,
see.
as far as like watching sports, I do feel a little spoiled with Gary Cohen, Ron Darling, and
Dude,
Keith Hernandez. Is fantastic.
there's-
Gary Cohen is amazing, dude.
all of them are.
I love them. And then the only other great announcer, I mean, even though it's in hockey, but like Doc Emmerich is one of the most iconic voices
Yep.
in all of sports.
All right, here I got a list here. This is from last year. Danny Echeverria, who's on the Mets now in their minor league system. Echeverria, Mamma Mia. Andrew McCutcheon last year. Cutch in the clutch.
That's lame. That's so lame.
Oh, let's see. I gotta find guys
You
that are on
didn't
the
even
team
read-
right now.
I wish I had a camera on you.
Oh,
You
here's
just
one.
Yeah.
Oh, for Austin Romine. This is a bad one. Romy, my homie, and Austin Powers one. Oh,
That
I don't
is
remember
so
this. I don't remember this
douchey.
one, but this one is probably really
okay.
terrible.
Let's see.
Why do people like cars?
Thanks for the ad, jerk. All right, turn that down. It's an ad.
There's so many
Josh,
things.
turn down the fucking music.
Now the stadium
here we
that
go.
is jammed. The Yankees are averaging 52,200 a game.
I want to see who it is.
And they're on their feet.
Oh, my God. I would hate it.
And the right-hander Davies has said.
Doesn't tell you the count.
Runners lead. The pitch swung on, hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. It is going to be gone. He's done it. A long high drive down the left field line, just fair for a 3-run home run.
Doesn't tell you who it
Alex
is.
Rodriguez has made Major League Baseball history, the youngest player ever to hit 500
Okay.
home runs.
Thanks, dude.
An A-bomb from A-Rod. His 500th
The
home
worst.
run.
Turn that off.
His
Dude.
46th
Wait,
home
Neil
run of
Walker's
the
was
year.
really bad. Neil Walker, the home run corker, hits one to the seats.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Yeah. Let's see.
Smelting a little bit. Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're just going to figure this
Oh,
out.
Andujar hit it far, and he's getting Miggy with it.
Stop. First of all, I don't care if your name is Miguel. No one is Mickey outside of Miguel Cabrera.
Wait, here,
That's
Brandon
it.
Drury last year. Aaron's the judge, but Brandon's the jury.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Out of as bad as all his home run calls are, the only one I like is All Rise for Aaron. Like the
That's
Aaron
fu-
Judge, I like it.
It's just
It's
why
pretty
does
cool.
it need that? Like, it's. I don't tell me it's. Oh, Gary Sanchez. Oh, Gary is scary.
That's so stupid.
Oh, dude.
It's like half these things don't even fucking rhyme, dude. It's so dumb.
Oh, Didi Gregorius. Yes, indeedy. Gregorius has Yankees fans euphorious. Not a word.
Nope, not a word.
Euphorious is not a word.
So do you think like they make that up at the spot,
he makes-
or they
no,
like
he makes
plan
them
this
up.
stuff
It's him.
during?
No, it's him.
He's thinking
He-
like, all right, if he hits
no,
a home
no,
run,
it's like a
John
thing
will say
whenever
this
they
They
guy.
get it in advance.
Whenever they get a new player,
He probably
the
sits,
question always
looks
is
at the
to
roster,
start.
just writes them out.
The question to Sterling is always, what's the home run call going to be?
Yeah.
Whenever they sign anyone, and then it's like this big moment, and then it's fucking national news that this fucking asshole came up with something that makes it about him.
I
Yeah.
remember listening to the radio call of opening day last year, and Susan asked him specifically,
John!
"Oh, so John, what's going to be your home run call for John Carlos Stanton?"
Well, John, what are you going to call for Giancarlo Stanton when he hits a home run?
Well, you know, Susan.
Yeah, right. Susan, yeah.
I spent some time thinking about this, and there were a couple of different things that came to mind. I settled
Here's the
on
3-2.
one that I thought was really going to be good, and I'm excited for all the Yankees fans to hear it.
That's such a spot on Sterling.
Yeah,
I've
it
been
is.
listening to it
I'm just
for
saying-
25 fucking years.
I'm saying, dude, it's so spot
And
on.
the thing
That's
is, it
awesome.
didn't used to bother me as much, but as he's gotten worse with calling games, and now he's more known for the calls and his ability to call games, it's unbelievably bad.
Dude, it's so bad when you get in the car, you know, you're coming home from work, you jump in the car, all right, let me check the score of the Yankees game, and
Right.
you're listening for 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes before
Yeah.
you find out what inning, what the count is,
What the
and
score
what the
is,
fucking
if there-
score
if
is.
there's
Isn't that
runners
his
on
job?
base.
That's
Yeah.
his job to
If
tell
you're
you
a
what's
radio
going
guy,
on.
there's the greatest all time in radio calls is still Vin Scully. It'll always be Vin Scully.
Yeah, okay.
There's this video from, I think it's his second to last season, where he didn't know he was being broadcast national. He thought he was only on TV. He didn't know he was on radio syndication. And it's like the fifth inning. He goes, "Well, I want to apologize to all you listeners out there. I didn't know I was on radio, so I probably didn't tell you who was on base. I probably didn't tell you the score, and I probably didn't tell you the counts. So I apologize for that, and here we go." Like, okay,
But as only
but
Vin Scully
Vin
can
Scully
do.
was so humble and enjoyable.
Yeah.
The worst ever still is Hawk Harrelson, who used to do the White Sox games. She gone when he strikes someone out, and
She gone.
and every home run, you can put it on the board. Yes.
Oh my
The most biased by far, which he played for them. I get it, but I'm so glad he retired because they loved it on like MLB Network and on SportsCenter back in the day, on Baseball Tonight. How much time we got left, Richard?
It's melting a little bit, so maybe a little bit longer.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was some other news this week. Got Guys, Conor McGregor retired.
Oh boy.
Again?
People ask me, so what's up with your retirement? I was like, what's up is he's going to get a fucking huge payday.
He's gonna get fucking paid.
Dude, it's the same thing. He did this right before he fought Nate Diaz the first time. He was like, I'm retiring. I made my money. And everyone's like, I can't believe he's retiring. I'm like...
Well, okay, the only time it holds a little more weight this time because he actually did make his money just from the McGregor fight.
The Mayweather fight, you mean?
Yeah,
and the
Mayweather.
What did I say? I said my fault.
McGregor fought McGregor.
Yeah, right.
Like when the Undertaker fought the Undertaker.
Dude, I was talking about all-time bad wrestling decisions. That has to be on there.
Yeah.
The Undertaker versus Undertaker thing. I remember being little, like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, then you get older and you're like,
What about like
the
replacement
fuck?
Razor and Diesel?
That was funny. Kane was Diesel.
Kane was Diesel.
That shit was funny though, because it was so bad. The other all-time bad decision was turning Jim Ross heel for that.
Oh my
when they
God.
like, you can't make Jim
Yeah.
Ross a heel. But with Conor, I mean, how do people not realize that it's just for more money? And he's gonna fight before the end of the year. There's a whole sexual assault allegation.
I know, I
which
saw that. Yeah.
So this is the thing. My buddy Jake actually brought this up like 2 months ago. He said that there's some stuff coming out of Ireland that from someone leaked this, but it's some guy holding up a piece of paper of an arrest record. And I was like, I don't know if that's true, so I don't want to say anything until it's more legitimate.
Yeah.
But I guess in Ireland they don't release anything until there's actually like
real evidence.
charges or
yeah,
whatever.
they won't like announce,
And-
hey, he's
but it's been out for
accusation.
2 months in
Yeah.
Ireland, and then the New York Times just got it.
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
I mean, it could be true, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a coincidence between his retirement and the next day this story comes out. Maybe not.
Yeah, I kind of know. I was like, yeah, it's
but,
weird at the same time.
I don't know. I mean, I think people are crazy to think he's not going to fight this year. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
UFC is going to go through this weird stretch where only a couple pay-per-views do well. One's with John Jones, Daniel Cormier do okay. Even Cormier doesn't sell a ton.
Yeah.
They don't really have a ton of
sucks.
bankable stars. John Jones is their biggest star that's a champion right now. A big fight should be, especially since she just knocked out Cyborg, should be Amanda Nunes fighting Holly Holm. That's a good
know,
fight.
right?
That's a
Oh
really
my
good
God.
fight.
You're talking about two people that could really throw
And
hands. It's
Holly
them two.
Holm is she's not going to stand and like not respect Amanda Nunes' power. She's a boxer, a kickboxer,
Yeah.
and she's going to try playing the long game and try to wear her out in the later rounds and then win on points. That's what Holly Holm does. But we know Nunes
did
hits,
to Ronda, yeah.
Nunes
Ronda
hits
got
like a
tired and
fucking
got her.
truck. Well, it wasn't even that she got tired. Ronda just couldn't hit her, so she didn't know what she was
Yeah.
going for.
Dude, the way Amanda Nunes took apart Cyborg,
I
like we've
know.
never seen
Disgusting.
before.
Well, Cyborg came in not respecting her power, which
No,
is
no,
stupid.
not at all.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
I
She's
thought
got-
Cyborg was going to fuck her up.
Dude, she's
Yeah.
got fucking lunch boxes for
Yeah.
hands. She's fucking.
Yeah, it was-
There's,
when
there's
she
men
won,
in
I was
American
kinda like,
top
holy
team that
shit.
train with Amanda Nunes and say she hits as hard as some of the bantamweights
Yeah.
and featherweight guys.
And I was gonna say I actually showed this to you before, but again, like with McGregor retiring, so
Yeah,
to speak.
yeah.
What would it be in a McGregor story without Khabib sending his 2
course.
cents?
Oh, yeah,
And he
yeah.
he
Oh,
tweets a couple hours ago. He goes, "Money comes and goes. The honor that you lost that evening will never return. Live with it. Finish career in MMA, but start career on Twitter. # Twitter Warrior." What the fuck does that even mean?
How about Habib? How about you get ready to fight?
How
You're
about,
the
how about
champ.
you fight again, dude?
Yeah, you're the champ.
Come
Why-
on,
you haven't heard-
defend your belt.
Defend
the
you
belt.
talk shit to McGregor because he held the division hostage for over a
Yeah.
year, and you're literally doing the same fucking
Well,
thing.
he is suspended. One,
Well,
that's the thing.
rightfully
and two,
so.
he's also not. He won't fight during Ramadan as a Muslim, and also
fair.
he said he won't fight until his teammates that got suspended, their suspensions are over. Which is, I respect the loyalty to your guys, sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still
shut
the
the
same
fuck
time.
up.
You're the fucking champion,
Please,
yeah.
shut the fuck up. I'm tired
You
of it.
have to be the true champion. You have to defend your belt at least
Yeah.
once.
I am absolutely going to be rooting for either Poirier or Holloway, whoever wins that fight against him. I'm going to root for any. I mean, I love Poirier too. Poirier's a fucking animal.
That's a great fight.
That's
I mean, like
it's a rematch.
I mean, Max is fighting the top, like the best of the best. Like that whole Brian Ortega fight was fucking crazy.
You know what's crazy is outside of, and this probably it's a testament to how good Conor McGregor is and how good Jose Aldo is. The only people Jose Aldo's lost to are Max Holloway and Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone even I said, I'm like, I think he's shot, and then he's fucking everyone else up.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is.
So
dude.
it's a testament to how hard Conor actually hits and how much Conor got in Aldo's head.
Yeah, oh,
And it's a
yeah.
testament to how good Max Holloway fucked him up twice in the same
Dude,
fashion.
he has a fucking piston for a
That's
left
what it's like
hand.
with Connor. He gets in your head first. So
Yeah,
you come
absolutely.
out not thinking, and
well,
that's
it's
when he
the
catches
classic.
and he
Tito
didn't get in
Ortiz was,
Khabib's head.
Tito Ortiz was the first one to
It
do
was
it in MMA.
during that whole
Yeah.
build-up for the Jose Aldo fight. Like I didn't really understand what Conor really did to Jose until after the fight.
Yeah.
You see, he wanted no part of that fight.
Yeah,
the second
well,
from the
I don't
opening
know,
bell.
I don't know if he wanted no part of it. I think he wanted too much of it because he
Yeah.
came in so overzealous, just
Yeah.
walking into a fucking left.
Yeah.
He was so determined to knock him out because of how angry he was.
Yeah.
That he just came in
He
rather
didn't
than
think,
he's methodical. But Jose Aldo historically has been a slow starter in the first round. Anderson Silva, the same thing. Feels it out, gets the range down. He just came in right at Conor, and that's not his game, and he ate the left hand for it.
Yeah, paid
so
for it.
12
it
seconds.
really has to, again, how good Jose Aldo actually is. And to
Did he not lose for like 6
he
years
didn't
or
lose
something like that?
forever, man. He was
Yeah.
fucking everyone up. And, I mean, you got to think about who he was running through. When he fought Mike Brown, and Mike Brown was the WEC champion, who's the one that knocked out Uriah Faber, and he completely humiliated Mike Brown. And then he beat up Cub Swanson, a double flying knee
Yeah,
knockout.
holy shit.
Beat up Faber in WEC.
Dude,
he beat up everyone.
You want to talk about someone that like utilized the leg kicks?
Jose Aldo?
Jose Aldo, when he
Yeah.
fought Uriah Faber, dude,
And at,
it
the
was
end
like
of at the end of the fourth round, Uriah Faber's cornerman had to come in and pick him up off the mat because his legs were so fucked up from kicks he couldn't stand up.
dude,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
on
it's-
he was on crutches for like 3 weeks after
Yeah.
that, and he had welts on his fucking
Yeah.
thighs, dude. It's
All right,
crazy.
so it's been about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and get this set up, and then I'm getting waxed, boys. We'll see you in a second.
All right, and we're back. And right now, what we're doing is actually we're setting up Dan right now for his waxing. So, Dan, I have to ask, what are your thoughts going into this, and why was this your idea?
Well, it was...
That's fantastic. So, I can't wait for you to
Well,
get your ass
honestly-
waxed.
Oh, dude, I'm going to do at least one cheek, I think.
Yeah, you have to. You definitely have to.
I said I'm going to do a minimum of 3 areas.
Right.
I'm going to see how far I can push it.
Yeah, minimum 3. So you do like a chest, like a double pits to chesty type of deal. So then we're gonna strip down. I'm not happy about it either. You take that stupid fucking sweatsuit off. What are you, Chris? Oh, there it is. The fucking real American Speedo. Oh my god, dude.
Look how it makes my ass stick.
That's. Yo, you got the cheeks, dog. You got the cheeks sticking
my
out.
junk is so uncomfortable in this.
Well, it's like this is like
Wanna
how
do my lower
do you
back first?
how do Europeans wear that like on the reg?
Lower back, let's do it.
Did you tie it? You got to tie it.
Nah. Okay.
Dude, I can't believe how small that Speedo
here,
is.
why
That's
don't you
ridiculous.
look, this is my back, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor, why don't you describe my back?
So we got what I would like to call angel wings. We got 2 patches of
I
hair,
have a hairy tramp stamp.
and you have a hairy tramp stamp, but there's a bald spot right in the small
I
of your
know.
back. It's the weirdest fucking
I
thing.
got a
He's got the
receding
wig.
back hairline on top
So-
of my real hair.
It's so stupid.
Lower back.
So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right across his fucking tramp stamp. So we're gonna go there first. So Richie, give me a play-by-play. Tell me what your thoughts are on this.
I'm an artist, so I gotta put some thought into this. I gotta do like a cool design.
Dude, don't let it get cold.
What it would do? So what?
Oh,
right
it's
now,
hot.
Richie looks like the Bob Ross of.
I'm gonna add a little bush here in the corner.
It's fucking hot.
Oh, dude. All right, so right now we got Richie painting on the
This is, by
wax
way,
as we speak.
This is still not the gayest thing that's ever happened in this garage.
That's very true. But I just have to say it's
how long,
so
how long does it need to stay on for?
it's
No, 10 to 15 seconds.
10 to
Oh,
15
fuck.
seconds. It's so stringy, and right now, Richie, I'm not gonna lie, like it's supposed to be one clear strip, and it's everywhere right now. So like,
It's all over your back.
Great.
oh, dude, look at him clench. Look at the clench.
Look at my butt cheeks.
Yeah, look at the clench. All right, so are we about to do a rip or what?
Try a little
give me a countdown.
Yeah.
I will. We'll definitely give you a countdown. So it looks like we're just about there.
How does my ass look?
Yeah, it looks great. It looks like you're clenching because you're nervous as
I
shit.
might have to fart too.
Yeah, dude, you
I
shit.
hope it's the fart.
shit yourself.
All right, so ready. So Dan, what we're gonna do is on the count of 3, we're gonna Richie's gonna rip this off. So are you ready?
I was born ready, motherfucker.
All right, ready. So, all right, Richie, let me know when you're ready.
Yo, there's so much.
All right, so Richie, you ready?
You know, if I don't rip this off on first try, I have to keep going.
I know.
All right, so ready on the count of 3, Dan. 1, 2.
Okay.
That definitely didn't feel great, and there's a lot left on there still.
Keep
Now it's
going.
all over Richie's hand, dude.
Good.
All right, come on, you got to keep going, dude.
Ready? Ready? I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it on 3.
go.
1.
2, 3.
Oh! That one was right on the spine.
Dude, yo.
Hold on. Get a close up. Get a close up. Look at this. You can plainly see it's starting to get red and
Is there
irritated.
more on the back too?
Yeah.
Go.
It's all stuck in
Do
your
it,
hair.
do it.
All like little.
It's all stuck in your hair, dude. That's definitely not great.
I'm starting to sweat.
Are you really?
Yeah.
He is really starting to sweat. This is amazing.
Oh!
The fucking Speedo is the best.
What is this?
Bro,
you
you
fucking
were
crazy broads!
You were sweating, dude.
Yeah, you're
I
sweating,
know.
so you're so nervous. Holy shit. All right, so that's one. That's
right,
one.
should
So
we-
now we have a better idea. So now what we're going to do is I think we're going to do your two. There's just little bits and pieces that were stuck. We had to get rid of those. That doesn't
My
feel great.
legs are shaking.
I know.
His legs gave out.
Oh my god.
Tear my ACL again.
What are you going to do? Are we going to do your chest now?
Oh, let's do the angel wings.
Let's do the angel wings.
That,
All right,
I
we're going to
feel
go
like
up
it's gonna
here.
hurt.
It's going to be better. We'll go right here. Right? So
You want me to
how
bring the thing over so it's
your body hair is confusing to me because
It's confusing to
it
everyone.
starts going here, then
I
it
know.
stops.
It's fucking.
You got a little bit here and it stops.
This I'll trim up because it gets annoying. And
Right.
you sweat through the shirt.
I can imagine, right? Well, Josh, that's a good one. Here, come down here and do it again. Make it all one big strip. Is it okay, Dan? So describe to me how hot the wax is.
It's not comfortable. It's like if you say you put something in the microwave, like a bowl, and you forget how hot it is, and you go to grab it, and it's hot on the bottom, and then you're like, yeah, holy shit, what? That's a lot.
You're like the dude from Grandma's Boy when he throws everything in the oven and he burns his hands.
Oh, this sucks ass.
Oh, it's fine, Dan. Don't be a bitch, all right?
No, listen, I've had worse.
Yeah, that's. You definitely have had worse. So, we got one spot on one angel wing. Do we put another one and do it simultaneously? Is my question.
Oh, two at once?
So, like, Richie, you get one side, I get the other. How should we do that?
Yeah, fuck
You
it.
want to sit down for that?
No,
Or-
no.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
the other
a
side.
fucking grown-ass man.
Get the other side because this one's ready to go already. I'm pretty sure, and that one's gonna. Oh, dude, you could see it. It's not good. It's
This
fine.
sucks.
Richie, you're not fucking painting the
Richie-
Sistine
Richie,
Chapel.
you're not
it's
an
Dan's
artist.
back. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
if you're an artist, you do fucking finger paint.
So right now we got
jerk-off.
Richie painting the other side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do simultaneously one angel wing, and Richie's gonna do the
It
other.
hurts him putting it on. It's tearing the hair.
Dude,
Fuck.
that's a lot. All right, we gotta let that sit for about 15, 20 seconds. That'll be nice. So, angel wings. Dan, any thoughts?
They suck.
I don't care. All right, ready? Is that ready to go?
Give it a few more.
Because I'm good on this one. Oh, dude, I feel so bad for you already. That's so bad.
Wait, let's just dry for a few
That
more
one's good.
seconds.
It's everywhere, dude. Can you just get a picture? You got to get just a regular picture of that, dude. Holy shit.
Oh,
This is absolutely
this
amazing.
is so homoerotic.
Dan, this is everything I hoped it would be because
I feel
nothing.
like Reek.
Nothing. What's your name?
Reek.
I am Reek. So.
His ass cheeks are so clamped.
Yeah, he's so
Dude,
fucking
I'm
nervous.
not even like realizing I'm doing it. I'm just like, this sucks.
No, you just. All right, you good over here?
No.
Count to three.
All right, ready? No, seriously, this is the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Sorry, I gotta do it. I gotta do
Go,
it.
go.
Like a band-aid.
Oh! Fucking ass bitch! Whore! Cunt! Shit!
Yo, you still have this whole.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Fucking do it!
Good.
Yo,
Sucks!
Oh, you still got a little bit more, dude. We
Go,
gotta get
do
it off.
it,
We
do
gotta
it.
get it off. We gotta
Go.
get it off. This is officially the stupidest fucking thing we've ever done. Oh my god. This is
Let's do tummy.
no. Wait, hold on. We're still not done.
What?
No, look, you still got a little, dude. Fucking. Oh, dude, you're starting to bleed a little bit.
Am I do it?
Hold on, wait. You got a lot, dude. Still, actually. Richie, if there's a better way to set you off than this. This is so much fun. You know what? Honestly, I legit feel bad now because I said I would do my leg. Oh, dude, I gotta get it off. This is rough. Like, it legit hurts.
Hurt the most!
Yeah, because these are so thin, dude. You're gonna have to hit this with like a scalpel or something.
Oh, I don't have a scalpel.
Look, Dan, just look at the size of it, and that's what's hurting the most. It sucks, dude. You know what? Just leave it. You're gonna
No,
take a shower.
I'll take a
later.
hot shower and it fucking.
All right, that's fine. Okay, so we got one more, and then you're done.
Tummy.
yo, my
We'll do your
abs
tummy.
hurt from
Want
laughing
tummy?
so
Tummy,
hard.
Richie?
Huh? Where do you want to do it?
Yeah, Richie.
Tummy.
Richie.
Make it one like.
Richie, make the call. Where do you want to go?
We'll do the stomach.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Just right across the belly.
Don't do the belly button. No.
No, not the belly
Okay, then
button.
right here?
Yeah, we'll do it right here.
Straight down.
Yeah, do straight down. Just make it weird.
Yeah, like a landing strip.
You want
Yeah.
me to do it like right there?
Yeah. Do it.
I'm in. I'm here already.
All right.
I'm like adrenaline at this point. It's funny more than it hurts.
Yeah, it's funny.
But it fucking hurts. Really, I didn't need to wear this at all.
Josh, what are your thoughts on what's going on right now?
Dude, the laughter hurts.
This is absolutely amazing. My favorite part about this is that it was his idea. So
I'm a good friend.
you are a great friend. I don't care what anybody says about you, piece of shit.
It.
Yeah, you do.
Your side always hurts more.
Josh should do it. Josh,
good.
yeah, yours was good. Yours came off in one shot. Richie's is a fucking mess still back here. I think is it this one?
Ah!
Oh my god. Using this weird purple. Listen. So what I can tell everyone right now is that Dan is legitimately shaking. He's like he's just seen the ghost. Oh my.
Wow.
That hurts me already.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. I didn't feel bad for you until right now.
Picture.
Yeah, right. That's a great picture.
Take this picture, Richie.
Oh my god, dude.
Stay over there.
Oh Jesus Christ. This is fucking amazing. But I'd have to say, dude, this is you're a great friend. What the Speedo is so unnecessary. So this is your last one. Do you have any final thoughts on your last waxing?
Women are fucking crazy that they do this to their fucking pussies.
Well, I mean, it's not wrong. So, all right. So I think we're good. Let me check. Let me just see.
No, not yet. Wait. Who's doing it? You or Richie?
Probably Richie because he's the one that's leaving.
Well, he's doing his nipple next.
Is he doing his nipple? I'm doing my leg. I'll handle that. So, last one. Technically over the belly button. That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, should I rip up or down?
Up. You're gonna rip up. You're gonna rip up. It's the best way.
You ready?
Go far.
Yeah.
Go away
You
from the
ready?
belly button. That's the best course of action.
I'm in.
All right. So ready on the count of 3.
Hang on.
1,
I want to get like.
2, 3. Oh! He just fucking hit him. Reactions. Oh, he just kicked him. I thought you were gonna. Ew, dude. That's his fucking shitty chest hair.
More.
Ew.
Get it.
That's all you, Rich. The little one sucked the most, right? It's that one?
Go ahead.
Is it that one?
Ow.
I'm sorry. I legit feel bad. For all the pain and torment.
It's not good.
That's a lot of hair, dude, on that little strip. And there's still some in your back, too.
Ow, I just...
Wait. Let's see your back rub.
So wait, look, just look at the spot. Look at the fucking spot. Move your hand, stupid.
Ow!
He did it to
God,
himself.
dude.
Look how fucking stupid that little spot is.
Turn around real quick.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, you're red everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
You're red everywhere, and you still got a lot right here. Still got one right here.
What? Okay, but while we're still doing this, someone Google the most
Hold on.
painful spot to get waxed.
Okay,
that
so
isn't a
so
general
here
area.
comes the landlord. You just missed all the fun. Oh my god.
It doesn't feel good. What's the most painful spot? No,
Yeah, we got the angel wings. We got back here.
What hurt more?
the stomach was fucking painful. I'm drooling while I'm talking.
The stomach hurt the
You
worst.
know where it would really hurt
Where?
the most? Why don't you do like your bikini line
Like here?
where girls have to do it?
Oh,
I'll do it.
Yeah.
are you really gonna do
I'm
it?
gonna do a nipple. I'll do one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better than.
Richie, you have to apply it.
Yeah, Richie, you have to do
This
it.
is the last one.
And then Richie's doing a nipple.
And then I'm doing my leg.
To you.
Not to me.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, that's me.
painful is the armpit.
I'm not doing
No,
that. And it's not even
no.
because of the pain.
Yeah,
I don't want it
growing
growing back
back.
being all fucking itchy. That's the fucking worst. All right, get this ready.
Yeah. So okay, so we're gonna do the bikini line.
Bring it over here.
We're gonna do
I'm gonna put my leg up on this.
as per the
Close
landlord's
the door because people are gonna think someone's getting fucking.
mauled in here.
Richie.
If there's a picture,
Take that picture, please.
if there's a picture that's gonna live forever on the internet, it's this one right here. Oh my God, Ricardo,
Right there.
Yeah, do it right there.
right there.
This is gonna suck. Oh, Jesus! Already? Okay, that's enough.
No. You gotta do one more. No, you gotta connect them because that'll get stuck.
Okay, fine.
You gotta connect them. You gotta get one more good one right here. I'm not doing it to be a dick either.
No, I got
Junk.
you. All right, fine. Good, grand, great, terrific, shit!
Oh my God.
You just touched my tip. You grazed it. I got a fucking full 2-inch rod.
Just in, Richie touched the tip and he liked it.
Why am I doing this?
Your idea. I'm trying to figure it out too, dude.
True, good point.
But like at the same time, This is great. Great way to send Richie off.
Gay.
This is great for me. I don't
Not
care.
that there's anything wrong with that, but we're a bunch of straight men doing this, and we're comfortable in our sexuality. That only one of us is getting turned on.
I got some going.
Yeah.
Oh,
you,
you're.
I test your tip.
you have a better chance of me than any girl, so that works.
It's like when Howard
All
Michael
right.
Kelly.
All right, you ready?
No.
He's never ready.
No.
Rich, you got to do it from here.
Don't even count. Just do it.
Hang on, I gotta get a good grip. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Tell us how you feel, Dan.
Is there more? Oh, there's a whole thing. Just gotta get the little bunches. Do it.
Oh my God. Getting the little last bits of wax off, because that's the problem that we were having. There's little bits of wax that are still there.
Woo! All right, I'm spent.
That's it.
All
All right, so that was Dan. Congratulations, pal. You did good. Took it like a champ. Proud of you.
Wait,
That-
wait, hold on. I'm gonna do like an interview.
Okay, so
Okay,
Hold on. Yeah.
or leave these off.
No,
You're not
the-
gonna be able to see it anyways. Put 'em up.
yeah, we're doing from the top half up. So yeah, right. So I'm standing here today with Mr. Daniel Perosi, who just went through a very excruciating waxing, as per our friend Richie over here, who sucks ass and shit all at the same time. Shit and ass. So Dan, that was quite an experience. Give us your thoughts on the waxing and how the outcome went for you. How do you think it went?
You know, I've gone through a lot of things in my life. I've been through a lot of pain, physical, emotional. This is up there. This did not feel good. I've torn my ACL. I've had 3 concussions. I've broken my nose 3 times. I've broken my hand 3 times. This is fucking stupid. Whoever does this is a fucking idiot. Why would you do this to yourself, you fucking jabronis? Women, I'd rather you fucking be hairy, like it's the 70s, have a big old fucking bush, have legs hairier than mine, a back hairier than mine. You're fucking crazy for doing this, and that's probably why you can handle childbirth, and men would never be able to handle it. So God bless you, ladies. You're great at having babies, cooking, cleaning, washing the tables, all that stuff. Leave the work into the men. Thank you.
So I'd have to say some of his viewpoints are definitely not up to standard.
That's not true. Those are my viewpoints.
But everything's fine. He waxed. He took it like a champ. Congratulations, you piece of shit.
Well, now I get to do one.
You get to do one to Mr. Richie. So who's
You applicate. I'll tear.
I'm doing your
Nipple.
your nipple, right?
No, we're doing both nipples.
Both.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. Taylor's gonna get one.
All right. So this is gonna be great.
For us.
Well, I'm getting waxed too. Don't forget it.
Yeah, but you're doing a leg. That's not like.
Still, it still sucks.
Yeah, I mean it sucks, but so do you.
All right. Maybe I gotta do one of these.
Please don't get the wax on my shoe right there. That would suck.
No, I think because you gotta do one of these, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So Rich, you fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Going
you-
right over the nip.
Yep, right over the nip. Give it a good line right across.
Oh, that is hot, bro. all right. That's all
Get the other one.
hurting. Holy shit, dude.
All right. Now for nipple number 2.
These are gonna be fucking bleeding later.
Wait, Richie. Now I want to have an interview with you.
Oh God. Okay.
Richie, give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
What?
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Sorry. All right, give it 15 seconds. How are you feeling about this?
I'm actually kind of fucking nervous.
What's the most painful thing you've ever felt physically?
You fucking ball tapping me all the time.
Which time?
Like 18 times.
Oh, okay.
I just like that's so high.
All right, so I got to figure out how to grip this.
No, so you're gonna grab it from like right here. That's gonna be the best bet.
Like right
I got it
here?
Right here.
Oh
All right.
my God.
Wait, I need a better grip.
Oh, dude. Rich, I
Ready?
feel so
On
bad.
3. 1, 2.
Oh, I'm tapping off the nipple.
There's more.
Holy shit, bro. Ah!
Are you okay?
Yeah.
There's still more.
Oh my God.
Dude, he's holding so hard right now.
I was like, ah.
You got one little bit right here.
How did that feel?
Oh my God, man.
Dude, look at him. Look at him shaking. Look at him.
Dude, did that suck?
Huh? Yeah, that fucking hurt, man. Oh my God.
All right, you want to do Taylor's leg?
Now we're doing
Yeah.
I think, what do you want to do?
So why don't I just sit down?
Do the back of the calf?
No, there's not enough hair. Why don't you just do right here?
Okay.
That's the most.
Go ahead. Give him a good strip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right up the ankle bone. How'd that feel, Richie? Was that
kind of hard now.
Wait, nipples or penis?
Both.
Look, his nips are hard.
So where would you rank that in the pain scale?
I mean, I haven't gotten hurt a lot, but this is definitely like one of
Dude,
the
it fucking sucks.
I don't know why you fucking wax. Stop doing it.
Yeah, I'd rather you have fucking stubbly razor burn and ingrown
I
hairs.
forgot what shirt I was wearing, but this tells the whole story.
All right, go ahead. Give him one like right from the knee to there.
Right here. I got the most hair. Right
All right,
here.
fine. Yeah, do
Right
the.
here.
Give him a good like size of my hand.
Not that much.
Yeah, that much.
I feel great.
No, Josh, you gonna do one?
That's a lot, dude. What's this?
Now he's got to cover all of it.
No, you're good. Stop.
No, he's got to cover all of it.
No,
He's-
go down a little more.
yeah, go down more.
Go down a little more. Wait, hold on, Rich. Can I be serious? Yeah. What the fuck is this like tail over here? What is that? All right, that's enough. That's fucking enough. All right.
All right, so Taylor, what are your thoughts right now?
I think Richie's nipples are bleeding.
How do your nipples feel?
To
Right?
be
They
fair, I
fucking
think I'm
hurt
getting
right
off light. I really think
Yeah,
I'm
you got the
getting off
easiest
light.
one.
But I still
That fucking hurt.
I can imagine.
Oh, I bet.
And the angel wings hurt like hell.
So,
yeah,
it's
dude.
fucking hot, dude. Like,
Yeah.
It's not casual. Oh god.
Let's let yours go a little bit longer to maximize how hard it gets.
Yeah.
Let's let those deep-rooted hairs. Richie, while we're waiting, why don't you show us what's in your Money in the Bank briefcase? So bring it right over to the camera, Rich.
Yeah, put your shirt back on.
There was no reason for me to wear this Speedo unless I was doing a butt cheek.
Yeah, whatever. We did it that way anyway, so.
All right, let's see.
A few things in here.
So when did you get this Money in the Bank briefcase?
Got it at Backlash.
Okay, and how much did you spend on merch that day?
$600.
What did you buy?
WWE Championship belt, this briefcase, a Roman Reigns chest piece, the wrist piece, Becky Lynch goggles,
And you bought like 10 hot dogs.
fries, soda.
All right, so what do you have in your Money in the Bank briefcase?
So there's a few things. The code is 328.
328. Is that your birthday?
No, it's not really 328.
What is it? He brings this Money in the Bank briefcase to work with his lunch every day.
So we got things over history. First,
Over history?
I want to break out probably a movie you should recommend. It was an instant classic.
What is it? Is it like Kung Pao? Yeah. Oh yeah,
Evil Alien.
the one starring China that he was giving away at Chiller
And
Theater.
Nicole Smith.
And Anna Nicole Smith, yeah. I'll read the synopsis of this movie. Charlie's Angels goes sci-fi, with a touch of Men in Black thrown in for good measure. When three aliens morph into super hot babes that arrive to protect the Earth from intergalactic forces of evil. Guided by Syntax, their holographic mentor, these illegal aliens are willing to use every trick in the book and every sexy outfit in their wardrobe to accomplish their mission.
The wax is good, dude.
No, we have to see what else is in his briefcase first.
So we also got Becky Lynch goggles.
Okay, nice. You're gonna wear those next week at WrestleMania? Put them on for your waxing. What else do you
We
have?
got underwear. This
Oh.
is the American Memorial.
Okay, nice. Why do we have to memorize America?
You got Dare.
Yeah, that went great for you. How was rehab?
Oh god, it was fucking horrible. You got the best. The fucking bull rat outfit.
Oh my God, the Borat bathing suit. There's probably fucking shit stains in that.
Yeah, and you got this. This was the concert you and I went to, but
That
never fucking
yeah,
saw.
and almost got arrested before it.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
Manfro got me this. I just like it because
a Bailey bear, a Bailey buddy,
that ass.
kadunkadunk, as Batista called it.
Fire, smoking things.
Smoke balls
Smoke balls.
for some reason.
Butterfly knife.
Okay, I'll throw that at you too.
This is cool.
That's a good one.
Old school.
Oh yeah, good. Showing on video. It's for a car.
Yeah. All right. So I went to a '90s party yesterday. It had old themes.
All right, we need to wax him. Oh, what is that? Warheads.
Warheads.
Taylor, eat a warhead while we wax.
While we're doing this.
Yeah.
You gotta eat all four.
Do all four.
Do all four.
No, must do lemon.
Must do lemon.
Lemon.
Do all the lemons at least.
I'll do 2 lemons.
Okay.
I'll do, yeah.
At the same time. All right, so put the warheads in your mouth, then we'll rip.
No, I'm gonna do it like.
Here's your butterfly knife. All right. Eat your warheads, both of them.
Shut up.
Come on.
I can't see
We're
shit.
wasting valuable airtime, stupid.
All right, so we got the warheads in my
All right,
hand.
get ready.
So someone has to pull that shit.
That's Richie. All right.
Richie, assume the position. So warheads officially gone. Ha. Go. Come on. All right.
You ready? 2,
Go, go.
1, 3, 2.
Oh!
Dude, that sucks.
Hang on. You got the strand. You got the strand. Hang on. It's gonna be a little design.
Oh, you hit me.
Let me give it.
Hit me in the cock and balls. Oh!
I went with the microphone. So, Spit out the warheads.
Oh my god, it's fucking terrible. Ugh.
All right, let's get back to our seats. That was
Mine actually came out the nicest compared to everyone else's.
Yeah, you left it for long enough.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Oh my god.
fucking
oh
warheads.
boy, that was special. So
Fucking warhead, dude. Oh my god.
Taylor, describe how it felt for you.
Oh, it's a lot of lemon, dude.
Yeah, that was rough. Okay, so I think we're gonna skip final word, last word.
Might
just
as well.
'cause, we did that, right? Sound
For a
about
while,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it works for me.
All right, so Richie, I'll be seeing you next week for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah, of
This
course.
was your You Watch, I Listen send-off. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Do you
hell
have
yeah,
any
thanks
words
for
you want to
having
give to the listeners that since you won't be in Jersey anymore, you'll be able to call in every so
Yeah, I'll
often.
definitely call in.
All right, give
but
us your last word leaving New Jersey. Go.
get the fuck out of New Jersey when you can. Nah, man, nah. Just really, I just
500
say, like,
words.
Huh? 500
500 words, let's go.
Jesus Christ.
500 words.
No, pretty much I say, yo, if you want to do something, go ahead and fucking do it, man. Like, I waited too many years. I regret it. If you got your chance, fucking live it, man. Like, you got one life. Do that. Also, as for the show, man, I appreciate you guys having me on here. Dude, I love listening to you guys. You guys are
Thank
fucking
you.
funny as hell.
We know.
When I've been here, I had a good time, man. Definitely check these guys out. Listen to them, man.
Where can they find us?
Instagram.
That's where you go first.
Instagram,
iTunes.
Apple Podcasts,
iTunes.
Spotify, TuneIn.
What an
Yeah,
asshole.
you
If
watch,
they're
I
listening,
listen. Great fucking guys.
Well,
you,
they
man.
watch
I love 'em.
iListen.com.
Yeah. So,
Homeless.
Richie,
Thank Richie.
It's been
I forgot we did your nipples. I immediately forgot.
it's bleeding. Richie, I've known you a long time since like middle school. Josh has known you that long as well.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, right? Peace
Yeah,
out,
Richie, I want to
guys.
say that out of all my friends, everybody I know, that I've known you since we were 10 years old. And that,
First time they kissed.
that puts you as the second longest term friend that I have behind this asshole right here.
And I'm
You're the fucking
I
kiss
remember
of death.
I remember
basketball.
we were playing basketball together on I don't even remember what was that kid's name. His dad was the coach, and it was like a give the ball to Tucker situation.
Oh yeah. Give it, yo.
Pass
Everybody
the
else
ball.
sucks.
Hey Arnold
Give the ball
reference?
to
Yeah.
this kid. Oh yeah, every game.
And
Trust the ball, Tucker.
all through high school, pretending to be janitors together, being 30 years old, still friends to this day. I have one thing to say, Richie. I genuinely will not miss you.
Oh man.
Taylor.
Well, I guess I can only say I met Richie not too long ago, maybe only a couple years ago, but I will say he has been a great friend.
First time you met him was the Slipknot concert, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so,
Maybe
yeah,
like before
yeah.
that, but you turned into a really great friend, a really close friend very quickly. So I definitely wish you luck on your going down to South
Thank you,
Carolina,
man.
continuing your career, whatever it is the fuck that you do, and good luck down there. But eat shit. I could care less.
So this is episode 46 of You Watch, I Listen. The So Long Richie episode. We got waxed. We did a lot of things. Thank you to Lobo Sound. Thank you to hashtag Shots for Legs podcast. Thank you to my buddy Dan, who set up our John Rocker call last week. And hopefully by next week we will have Mark Coleman calling in on the show, UFC Hall of Famer. So we will see you guys next week.
See you at another
which we will
time.
have 2 episodes. We'll have a special WrestleMania episode as well.
Yes, sir.
Later.